All right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the QLAD channel. We are back for another match of Super Rugby Pacific. This one, the Reds at home taking on the Blues. Now, the Reds last week causing the upset, some would say almost of the competition, getting themselves the victory over the Chiefs, who were undefeated at the time. Now they're hoping to make it 2 from 2, knocking off another Kiwi team. But the Blues have gone with a strong starting lineup here, looking to be aggressive the way that they play are heading towards those finals. But the Blues currently in possession just inside of their 22. The kickoff has just happened, and there's already a penalty for the Blues for not rolling away against Fraser McWright. Will be the early penalty on the way of the away side. Yeah, I've got their reader said, go the Reds, go the Blues, says Paul. How many points, please? It's tough to say. This, I think, is going to be a close game between the two sides. I don't think they're going to be split by too many at all. Hey guys, says Boy, and also the Reds don't stand a chance in winning this one. The Blues will win this one for sure. The Blues will be playing well this entire Super Rugby Pacific campaign. That is what they said about the Chiefs last week as well. And also we've got there, who's here for the eye candy? Just me then, says Distracted Sports. I believe so. Yes. 1 minute in. The bow now is going to be the rolling maul. Some stage throughout this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to pay Tony a large amount of money. Come join me on one of these live streams for halftime or full time. We will have to get some Subway cookies on the table, I would say. They're always a good currency. Sam Knock, nice short pass to Bryce Heeman and the ball up, tackled by Connor Vest. Let's go, says Falanico. And also we have good there. Hey, Tony, how are you, mate? Says Pads of Blaze. Nice run here from AJ Lamb. Very good, Paddy. Fix the scoreboard, bruh. Well, the whole last match, the scoreboard did not work at all, which was a big shame. But now, it seems like it's going to be the same for this game. It's Adrian Choate now, ball on the outside to Mark Talia. I'll jump on at half-time. But I didn't even say how many cookies it was going to be worth yet, Tony. You could have negotiated big time. 6 cookies for $6, I think they do at Subway at the moment, which has always confused me. A place that sells sandwiches, and they're like, hey, we've got this guy. They don't associate with him anymore because he touch a kid or something. But yeah, old Jared used to eat a whole heap of Subway and he got skinny. But then you can get like a 50 pack of cookies from there and have an absolute field day. That's my story. A Kiriwani trying to go on the outside to Satutu. Didn't quite get the pass right. Went a little bit too far out in front of him. 4 pass. And the Reds now have got themselves the scrum feed. We're going to go on here. Is that working now? No. There's something, a communicational error, because I've looked on the actual website for it, and it is updating. Have StreamYard changed their thingy to make it so that it now doesn't update anymore? That would be a big shame. Okay, we've got kind of a scoreboard. I might just have to refresh every once in a while. And they found a bunch of... that will do it. That will probably get you in a bit of trouble and won't get you too many cookies in too much of a hurry, I wouldn't think. Yeah, not ideal. And also when you get me on, Hamish, says Daniel. Well, that depends. How many Subway cookies do you charge? Another penalty goes the way of the Reds. 3 minutes in. Already had 2 penalties and a scrum throughout the first little while with this match. In fact, that might have just been a free kick. Instead, now kicks it down towards Boom Barrett, playing at number 10 for this contest. Number 15, they have got Zahn Sullivan, who might receive the ball relatively soon. Yeah, AJ Lamb, though, good step from him. Moving up to the halfway line. Sam Knock. Now going across the Bowden Barrett. Quick answer from Marcel Renata. Cameron Saw for all. Diving over the top of that ruck. Marcel Renata, just a little bit too much on it. Unable to chase that one down. Harry Plummer, and they will go back to where it was kicked from. There we go. Now you're a good YouTube streamer, says Pads Ablaze. We talking cookies, or did you do like a membership thingy, Paddy? Because I know you sneak those in every once in a while. Where's Kiwi Lads? You're looking at one of them. Just myself today, though. George was going to come in for the first one, but then he said he was going out for tea, which I assume he did. But then he wanted to play GTA with me before, and then he realized I had another stream. Oh no, you didn't do a channel membership one. I thought you were doing a little bit of a sneaky one that I wouldn't be able to see. Now, McDermott goes across here to Lawson Creighton, sorry. McDermott off to the left now, Isaac Henry. Very dangerous player in the midfield. He actually got one little half crack. Oh, nice step from Jock Campbell. Look for the offload. It's going to be a knock on again. And also, we have got the have you had your meeting with the shearer? Had your meeting with the shearer? That should hit my brain, shouldn't it? The shearer. My uncle? My uncle used to be a shearer, but I don't think that's the one we're talking about, is it? Shearer. No, my brain's gone blank. Sorry, Tony. I'm whispering it to myself, trying to kick in the brain cell, but it's not hidden. Good morning, Harish. Can the Blues put the Reds back in their box today? I hope so. Enjoy the game. Should be a good one. I hope you are doing well, Joss. Slow tackle being made. Scrum feed again, though. And I'm back glad. Oh, a haircut. Yeah. Yeah, no, I had another mess. Sorry, my brain went so blank for a second there. It's a lot shorter now. It was, I almost had a beard line the other day on that side. Now it's not really there anymore. And borrowed money, says NPC. That is not a good plan, Tony. What did you back in this game then? Hopefully not too much. Bowden Barrett, nice pass off to Harry Plummer, short ball to Sullivan. That will be, unfortunately, accidental obstruction, but they'll go back for the original Blues penalty again. Yeah, so the scoreboard doesn't update anymore with that one. I wonder is it updating now? It is. So I have to have the tab open. That's a bit old school. We'll just keep on doing it every once in a while. I think I'll switch back to it. There's James O'Connor wearing a suit. Not playing in this contest. Over 56 points. Oh, I wouldn't have. I think this is going to be a low scoring close one. Now the Blues. They get themselves a line out here. I can't lose twice. Fingers crossed and good to be with you, Kiwi lad, says Justin. But yeah, it was actually, I was related to the barber, I believe, or my mum was through distance. So we went up there. Me and mum both got haircuts at the barber, and then George was with us. We went from the barber. He walked to Burger King, and then I went and picked him up, took him back. We went shopping. We went to the warehouse. That's a great shop. You can get a bargain there, just like the slogan says. Toi Pilotu. Oh, this is close. Right. Where is he? I'm looking for Adrian Choate here. I feel like he's got a good cracker score in the first try. Just for some reason, he seems like the number who would do it. I'm back in the Blues. My sister says hello, says boy customer. Hello, boy customer's sister, whose name I don't know, but also I don't know boy customer's name, unless it is boy. That's a penalty to the Reds. 12 meters out from the line. Got a spank from his teammate there, Josh Fluke, and McWright gets the penalty turnover. Quite even at the moment between these two sides. Both sides giving away about 3 penalties each. See the frustration on the face of Marcel Renata there. In fact, that might have actually been Jordan Lay, sorry. Taking that one into touch. 8 minutes in at the moment. We are still at an even playing field. No side being able to score. Tate McDermott will always be known as haircut, says Grant there. Because his hair, it's kind of long, but it's kind of not at the same time, if that makes sense. Like it kind of flops. I think it's the best way of describing it. Blues remind me of my early sex life. Distracted sports. Now, there's a lot that we could take from that. I'm assuming it's something along the lines of getting close but can't quite get. I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that. We'll have to find out soon or at halftime. Well, I don't know if that's the best thing to talk about at halftime. YouTube might get angry. Nice run, Connor Vest, big shot. To the halfway line almost now for the Reds. They shoot their shot too quickly. Okay, I can understand that. That happens. I'm guessing Fast and Furious this flick, and that's going to be knocked back by Bowden Barrett. Nicely taken by Richard Aziata. Now going back across here, the Reds with a great counter-attacking opportunity. They have got numbers on the outside. Josh Fluke. Oh, tipped up. Whoopsies. That's a big mistake. Who was that? Is that Harry Plummer? Yeah, it was. He might be going to the bin for 10 minutes here. Tried to tip a man up on his head. Now Connor Vest, big shot coming in on him. Low from Cameron Suafua. How many subs do you gain every live? 1 or 2, I'd say, depending on the live stream. Which is, I think it's pretty good overall. Like at the end of the day, sometimes Oh, Vunivalu almost able to take that one. Sometimes, like, the most fun we've had on live streams is when there's 15 people watching and we just talk about a whole heap of random stuff. Like, I tried a cheesecake the other night on one of the late night streams and everyone seemed to love it. And there you are, says Spider Me. Yeah, I'm still here. Nay, bro, says not faded. Hello. Sup, says Amelia K. They will go back for another penalty. I think they're going to be checking this one to see if Harry Plummer, if it's going to be severe enough to give him a yellow card for tipping him up on the head. What we're going to see here, Harry Plummer, though, he went low. Oh, see, he's a bit unlucky, but Josh Fluke kind of jumped onto him, and then he had to try and put him down nicely. But you can understand why that would be maybe a yellow card. What cheesecake was it? It was a strawberry cheesecake. It was one of those real cheap ones. It fell apart, unfortunately. I held it upside down, and it splattered down on my tray. Like they've said, he jumped into it, so it makes it tricky. Get another cake, says NPC Tony. The budget does not extend to cake buying, unfortunately, at this stage. It's very unfortunate. So if I can't get remote play to work, I'm going to give up, says Amelia. And hey, Amelia K, hope you're good, buddy. And AJ Lamb or Barrett any time. Wait, you're saying both of them, Jordan, or just one of them? That's going to be stuck in there. The rolling more, the Reds unsuccessful. The Blues will now have themselves a scrum. Ew, says Badzer. And someone donate him a cake. I don't know if YouTube quite have that technology as of yet. Unfortunately, early sex life is like a sword fight, violent. Jeez, depends what you're into. Over after a few thrusts with blood every. Jeez, grunt. That's graphic. Get a richer one. Open your wallet, says Bads Ablaze. I mean, I can open the wallet, but just nothing will fall out. Nicely done by the Blues. But it had been in there for like a little while. Like it was just chilling. So literally chilling in the freezer. So we were like, well, I might as well get it out, see what it's like. For real, some Virgin Rivers fans annoy me. That's why if I watch like any show, I don't go on social media. Mainly because most of the time you end up with a spoiler anyway. But the best way to avoid fans that don't or like annoy you is to just avoid where they would be, I find. Sam Knock goes across to Harry Plummer. Nice pass on the outside to Zahn Sullivan. Nicely taken by AJ Lamb. Now out on the wing, trying to back his pace around the outside of Suliasi Vunivalu. And he's done just that. Now AJ Lamb looking for the inside ball. Maybe. No, he dropped it. He's dropped it cold. And the Reds take it back. Another knock on. Another scrum. You're all complaining about the fact that we had to wait a little longer this year, says Amelia. It's one of those ones, though. Like, there are delays that happen, aren't there? Some people don't realize how long it takes to film stuff. Hamish, work it out, says Badzer. And well, that is graphics, says Distracting and Legit. Just be grateful we're getting a new season in the first place. Yeah, I watched a Netflix series the other week and I finished the first season and it was left on like a cliffhanger. And then I looked up online because they only have one season on Netflix. And then it was like, hey, it got cancelled. Unlucky. So I was like, that's nice. So now I'll probably just go back to watching like the Big Bang Theory or something. Just because at least I know that that finished. I take McDermott out to feed the ball in. I feel like somehow I'm a combination of almost every single member of the Big Bang Theory cast. At least the four men. I must work out why I did. Oh, you did a thingy, did you? There it is. Kiwi Lab member for 14 months. Do you know how many days that is? That's like 400 plus days that you have not once gone, it's not for me. I might cancel. You will never get it, says Pizza Blaze. And also, we have got the unpopular opinion. Young Shelton is better than the Big Bang Theory. And please don't watch the Big Bang Theory. Said Australia Sports. Yeah, that would disappoint you, actually, because there's a whole heap of movies I haven't seen. And to go back to something I have seen a while ago, I feel like at halftime to Australia Sports, you're going to have to tell me a good show to watch. And we'll see whether or not we can come to an agreement about Subway cookies as well. Why are the M&M ones smaller than the rest of them? That's my question. Nice big shot on Josh Fluke, 25 metres out. McDermott goes across to Siru. Now, quick hands there. That's nice. Dalgunu down the wing. Tackled by Mark Talia. Gets back up to his feet, though. Only 2 meters out now for the Reds. They could be in for the first try. Adrian Cho has won the knock on scrum for his side. Thanks, Hamish. Perfect time to leave, says Bedza. That disappoints me a lot, says Tony. I feel like I've disappointed my YouTube father figure now, haven't I? You and Mark are like my two YouTube stepdads who get along, but then they start drinking and things start coming out. Here's a good show to watch. It's called Virgin River. I would fit right. No, quite. That's going to be a nice pass out wide from the Reds. Filippo Dalgunu, very close. I did go fishing at the river the other week. It's actually, tell you what, she's trout fishing season, start of June, down lower end of the river. I'm keen as a bean to get the GoPro out, see what we can find. Why are beans keen? Good tackle though from Talia to get him around the bootlays to slow down Dalgunu's momentum that then caused just enough time for Adrian Choate to get the turnover. And also we have got there is that Go Media Stadium behind you. It might not be the stadium I'm supposed to be at. Well spotted. She's a Mount Smart from the game before. That's another penalty to the Blues. Does this get you laid? Not at all, no. No, the key is, or the main factor I would say is I don't really talk to anyone outside of this, other than when we're out and about. My Two Dads is a show you should not watch. Awful 90s sitcom, says Grant. Let's see. Aren't they remaking? Is that one that you guys mentioned about the other day that you said it was being remade, or was that someone else who said that? I'm up for watching trout get murdered, says Flesh, and that's the spirit. Well, I'd probably put them back, to be honest. Just get a picture with them, go look at my big fish, and then boom, far. Back in the water he goes. Ricky Riccatelli throws the ball in. Nicely taken by Knock. Loner gang, brother, much love, says NPC Tony. Yeah. It's all right, though. At the end of the day, I'm on weird weekend hours. So, no one other than Tony said that. The best option for me is a night working nurse, just because then we're on a similar time zone. 16 minutes, another lineup. We've had a lot of set pieces in this one, whether that's the scrum or the lineup. Let's go fire up, boys. Says Blues, Nate. Ricky Riccatelli now about to throw the ball in for the Blues. Taken by Tui Pilotu. Now back across to Knock. Lamb. Kira Ioane. Nice offload from Harry Plummer. Bowden Barrett. It's a big game here. Look at my big fish. There's a video for a different website. Says Grant. Yes. Although not all fish are big, are they? Some of them you catch, they're little tiddlers, as we like to call them, little mullet. You can catch, speaking of mullet, Zahn Sullivan. It's the ball up now. That's right, you definitely need a shift worker. Says distracted. Maybe when I head to Auckland, I'll be able to find one, Tony. We'll be able to go out on the town. On the, what's it called? On the town, I think is what it's called. Go the Blues, says Paul Oosterhuizen. Oh, Bowden might need an HIA here. Might have taken a knock to the noggin. Ricky Riccatelli gave it off to Suafu, and Richie Oziata came in and said, that will be my ball, thank you. Except he did it illegally and gave away the penalty. Right, they're just checking here. Dalgunu. Right, Barrett fell awkwardly, which meant that couldn't quite get under him, Angus Blythe. And when's this Auckland trip happening? It was supposed to be the end of June, I believe. But I realise that the end of June is very close. So it will be a stretch, but maybe. Bowden needs a big game. The only problem we've got is I probably have to, if I go late June, you've got to book soon, don't you? Or else then the ticket prices go up by a couple $100. Leon McDonald, Blues head coach, doing decently so far. 17 and a half minutes gone. Still nil. Thought it would be a low scoring one between these two sides. I think we'll be pushing to even have 5 tries scored throughout this contest, unless the defensive lines just start parting like the Red Sea. Looking at Super Rugby quickly. The way it sits, Reds are $3.70 underdogs compared to the Blues, who are $1.22. Bowden Barrett, first kick of the day. Going to be going from about 45 metres out. He gets it over, Barrett. And that will now make the score 3 points to nil. Not too badly done. What we're going to do is we're going to move our tab over. We're going to go like that, and I've broken it. We're going to go like that. We're going to go like this and like that. That wasn't the right button. Go like this, and then like this, and that. Click that. Let that go. There, there, there. Window, that one. Bang, go. That, that, that. Is that going to update? No, even then it doesn't update itself. Do I have to be on? No, that says 19. Why isn't that updating? You can see my mouse. That says 19 for me, but that does not. That's weird. And how many points will the Blues score? Over 27.5. If they get a bit of momentum, they have a good chance. But if they don't, I mean, she's going to be a tough one for both of these sides, I think, to score a lot of points. And also, Reds look comfy playing defence out there. There's Blues, Nate. Now, nice run from Bowden Barrett again. Mark Talia with the pocket. The pick and go. 43 out. Knock. Back across to Bowden Barrett. Cameron Suafua. Got some good space. Zan Sullivan in for the first try. And Blues strike first. How many? I think the Blues score, says Ramsey. How many do you think? Over 27.5. Is that your guess? Champagne Rugby, says Distractor Sports. Right, we're going to have to once again switch back to where it was before. It's really weird, though, that the scoreboard no longer updates. That's going to be a big problem for us in the future. But for now, we'll go like that. We'll go like that. We'll go like that and that and that. There we go. 8-0 at the moment. And we'll go like that. A nice ball from Cameron Suafua. Had Zan Sullivan in support. Nice as well. Just very well done. Right, we'll go like this. Zan Sullivan scores the try, celebrates it big time. A tap from Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins, a man who's not playing in this contest, but it should be a relatively simple kick here for the Blues as well. Right, Barrett now. Some deep breaths, 289 Super Rugby career conversions. It's a lot. Now lining it up, and it's snuck in. Kept it low there, Bowden Barrett. How's the game? Says, it's been good so far. I mean, it's been very even, but the Blues now starting to maybe find that little bit of momentum. Hope you have been going well, Janae. We are going to have Tony on at halftime. So be sure to stick around. There we go. That's our little plug. We haven't got George as well. I'm sure George, if he saw you now, he'd be yelling, Janae. You and him have a weird rivalry, don't you? Nicely taken by Hoskins, a 2-2. He loves your memes, though. 21 minutes through. Now rolling more. Blues got this, says Tony. Ricky Riccatelli passing it across now to Patrick Tuipulotu. I think the Reds at the moment, they've just lacked possession. They've had a few penalties go their way, but they haven't been able to make the most of it when they had that no memes, no donos, says Junaid. I'm sure George is livid, although I think at the moment he's playing GTA 5, so I don't think he's too fussed at this very moment. And playing Red Dead Redemption 2, determined to beat the game before I get to get the New Zealand game. Or no, sorry, the New Zelda game. Could also be a good reason to leave too, says Distracted. Well, that depends what you say, Tony. If you say anything controversial, they might just drop off unless they go up more, you never know. That was an inspirational quote, wasn't it? You never know. Good run from Fluke there going almost through. Siruru gets out of his way. Round the side again for Siruru. Now McDermott back across. Big crash forward from Angus Blythe. This is better from the Reds. Just hanging on to that. Oh, what's that? It's going to be a cross kick. I don't know how Talia's messed that up, but they will go back for the penalty. And you just know T, says Junaid. And also, I'm on meds for the next 6 months, which means no alcohol for 6 months, says Amelia. Okay, so I guess that might have been why you're having your alcohol-free beverage. And 2 cents is lurking in the chat, says Junaid. Well, if he's lurking in the chat as well, get him on for half time. He's a Blues supporter. You both are, Tony and Mark. What is it? The Kiwi lads gets distracted by 2 cents rugby. I think that was the long version. It is lurking. Now 23 minutes gone. Line out now for the Reds. Alcohol-free bevos. Chiaziata. On in. Rolling maul might. No, they decide to actually pop it off the back with McDermott. Now going to Dalgunu. Getting one leg picked up by Ricky Riccatelli, one leg picked up by Adrian Choke. Looks like a terrible wedgie scenario, but the ball's come free. So it is play on. It goes off to Josh Fluke. They might have to check this one. Ref says try, though. He doesn't even want to check it. I'm trying the Platinum Red dead. Pain in the butt, says Amelia K. But a great try for the Reds to get them a little bit further back into this contest, although I do feel they may go upstairs just to check who this has deflected off first. That went backwards off Mick Wright, I believe. So that will be try for the Reds. When you come up to Auckland, you got to teach the lads how to use Discord. I do, but are you in Auckland too, Junaid? You should probably teach me how to use Discord so that I can we could take a class. We could all sit in our desks on our laptops while you are at the front going, this is Discord. This is how you do it. This is how you make a meme. Josh Fluke. First try of the match for the Reds. They are now back in the contest, ladies and gents. Now Creighton, winding up the kick. That's a big try as well. At this time of the match, the Blues started seeming like they had that bit of momentum. The kick is successful from Creighton as well. I always say his name wrong. Meme 101. And also Blues line is 32.5. Now do I take that, says Ramsey. It's too tricky to tell with Super Rugby. I always find that Super Rugby is one of the hardest competitions to bet on from around the world. I did a test run to see if remote play works, and it finally bloody does, says Amelia. Well, that is bloody good news, isn't it? I don't think Kiwis use bloody enough. Like we say bloody good. That's about it. Whereas Aussies find a way of using it quite a bit more, don't you? Nice take from AJ Lamb off kickoff for the Blues. Thought about the offload on the inside. Sarah Uru straight off his feet. Penalty advantage. That is clear as day. Although today it was raining, so clear as a fine day. Quick tap taken by Hoskins Tutu. Moves them within only a couple meters. Right, I said that Choke was going to score at some stage. How's he messed that up? Going to be held up. That is poor from Hoskins Tutu. He took one extra roll thinking that he was going to be able to sneak his way over. And all he's done is blown it for the Blues. Was this his balls up or was this something that happened because of Siriuru? No, he tried to roll again and got himself out. You haven't heard Gazza, Mark's dad, talk. Oh, does he use bloody a bit, does he? Oh, they're saying penalty to the Blues. Could have been on the cards. That is from the Aussie commentators. But yeah, Siriuru straight off his feet for that one. But they did get that penalty for it. Now kick downfield with the goal line dropout. Kiriwani goes off to Hoskins Tutu. Now he's going to have another crack at the line. Sam Knock going to the left-hand side where Bowden Barrett's lurking. Goes off to Lamb. Moving almost up to the 22. He's a very good start to this contest. Now Knock across to Jordan Lane. Now something I will say is we have not seen Mark Talia with the ball in hand as of yet. Here he goes. Mark Talia getting the position. Tackled very quickly. Around the ankles, they do have to release him. How was the Crusaders game? It wasn't as good as I hoped, is how I describe it. I feel like the Crusaders, they won 41 points to 7, so they were happy enough, but they still had quite a few mistakes that they'll want to fix before they get into the quarters. But then saying that, they did have a few new names chucked in there as well, but there were a lot of scrums in the second half, which I hope is not the case for this game. Sam Knock to the right. Haim skip pass. Goes to Satutu. Been busy over the last couple minutes. Knock again. Goes to Harry Plummer running onto it, looking for the offload. And that seems to be the Blues tactic at the moment. Don't get it to ground. That's going to be another penalty advantage. Unfortunately, as much as he tried to swim out of there, Isaac Henry unable to do so. Here comes Mark Dallaire. Ball on the inside. Bowden Barrett going to score the try. He's one that some people wouldn't have predicted. And Red's not playing to the script now, says Tony. But Bowden Barrett scores the try for the Blues. We mentioned that this is the game that he's got to have a big contest in due to Richie Mo'unga being rested for the Crusaders. It'll be the third try of the match. Bowden Barrett does strike. It was a good run from Mark Talia. Not great defensively from Dalguna, just kinda looked at him and let him go past. "Now that's better," says Tony. Yeah, Dalguna kinda he got ready, and then he went, and that was it. And then Barrett just walked, or Talia just walked around him. Was he off? No, that's poor from Dalguna. I think he was caught in too long. The only thing I can work out for why he just stood there, like I said, tired defense of the Reds. They made double the tackles at this point of the match. Maybe starting to wear on them a little bit as well. There's still another 11 minutes left in the half. Odin Barrett's second try of the season for him, 43 in his career, 43 times 5. Quick maths, what's that? 43 times 5, 215. Is that correct? No, it's not. 200 and 263 in it. I like that. We'll go with that anyway. Bowen Barrett gets the kick over. And also, who's better on defence, Talia, Shooter, or Leicester? Ooh. I mean, Talia's defence at times gets questioned quite a bit. I mean, I like Shooter lately. I feel like everyone likes Shooter lately, don't they? Hi all. I made it back from shopping. How's this game going? Amos, you look very bright and energetic. Tired legs on field now, says Roof. And was the kick good? It did go over. So now that's going to make the score 17 points to 7 now. Cameron Sawfor gets it back for the Blues. Big fend there on Angus Blythe. 215. How many did I say that in the first place? No, I did change it, didn't I? I got all excited. For some reason, I thought it was I needed 25 in there. I got all keen. Tackles made 69 compared to the 35 of the Blues. Looks like Bryce Heem's sitting down, confused at where he is. I'm all right, he says, I think. 14 tackles missed by the Reds, though, so far. Right. I think they're going to be all right. I'm going for a pee. Let me know what I miss, says Distracted Sports. Okay, hopefully not the toilet bowl. Distracted Sports, we'll see you in a moment. And see not much in the score. Reds need a try and a penalty. Go the Blues, but the Reds could kick it today. Currently, the way that the table sits, as it stands, the Blues would be sitting there on 38 points, the Reds on 23. So the Reds almost need this to almost guarantee themselves a spot in the top 8. Whereas the Blues, this would help guarantee them a spot in the top 4. So there's quite a bit on the line. There's a game tomorrow, which is intriguing. Rebels versus Highlanders. The winner of that contest almost is going to be safe in that top 8, or at least keeps their hopes of the top 8 alive. But yeah, a lot of important games coming up in the very near future. Sam Knott feeds the ball in for the Blues. Big push there. It's going sideways. Too much movement. Jordan Way says, let's do that again. We'll take another 30 seconds. Tony may be back before we get through the scrum. I know that they've been working on trying to get scrums happening a little bit quicker. And in the top 2/3, says Janae. That is a good way of describing it. It's interesting though, isn't it? Because the top, I think everyone except for Moana Pacifica still has that little bit of a chance of making it into the quarterfinals, which makes me feel bad for Moana Pacifica. But everyone else, there's still that chance. The top 4 spots for home finals are still on the line as well. I feel like it's good that no one's completely run away with it per se, or a few teams haven't completely run away with it. Hey there, Tony. We're back with the Kiwi lads rocking this weekend rugby. There's Roof, right? Sam Knock feeds the ball in now for Le Bleu. And it is available. They go off to the right-hand side. AJ Lamb set hard by Lawson Creighton. Also, Isaac Henry got in a good shot. Top side of the body. It looks like I might have rocked AJ Lamb a little bit there. Nice take now. It's from the youngster, Jock Campbell. Now, Soliasi Vunivalu thought about the offload option, doesn't use it in the end. Dermot goes searching for it in the breakdown. And asks Aussies to win the cup, says Michael there. So if they do win, who is the team you're going with? You going with the Brumbies or you going with the Reds as the best chance? Vunivalu Looks like it was side entry from Fraser McWright. Penalty goes against him. So he's had one that he's won and two that he's given away so far, Fraser McWright. But 33 minutes through, the Blues now will be able to kick this one for the corner. Looking at the live odds for this matchup, the Reds to win this game is paying $12, even though they are only down at this stage by 10 points. The Brumbies, says Michael there. Blues, they will be kicking this one for the corner. The Reds are definitely going to have to get that discipline a lot better in the second half, though, if they want a good chance of going on and winning this one. I should mention, ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, we are going to have a guest on the channel. Some of you will already know him, and that is Tony. He's just gone away for a wee at the moment, but he'll be back soon, ready to go for the halftime chatter, where we will be talking not just rugby, but probably a couple random topics as well. So if you've got any random topics that are appropriate, be sure to put them in the chat, and we'll try and cover some of them when we get there. Mark Talia hitting it up for the Blues. Move to 20 meters out. What did I miss? You missed 2 scrum resets, a little bit of a run from the Blues, and then a penalty given away by Fraser McWright. But now the Blues are inside of the 22. So not a huge amount. Now knock goes back to Bowden Barrett. You might get to catch a nice try here, though. Bryce Heem with Talia on his outside. Didn't use him straight away, and it actually cost them a chance of going in for the corner. Looks like Talia trying to get that ball free. I don't believe that is it a rolling maul? Yes, they do call it as one. So now the scrum feed for the Reds. Again, South African Irish, the danger, says Michael there. Commentator shows talent, but needs a year training to focus on the flow, says Andrew Holster. Yeah, I am completely untrained. Luckily, I'm toilet trained, though, so that's one thing I got going for me. I know when to hold it and when to not. But yeah, normally, like the commentary side of things, sometimes it's more serious than others. Other times, we do spend a lot more time talking with the chat. It completely depends on how chatty the chat is, I guess you could say. And I was aware that Hamish have a vivid retelling of his first wet dream. Very graphic, says Junaid there. Hopefully not the toilet bowl, says Grant. Oh, you used my joke, Grant. You got it from earlier. And I was like, let's go the Blues. Says Huiahu. Hopefully I said that correctly. Looks like tactical subs here. Asiata going off the field for Matt Faisler. Wait, what they just say? They've gone off the field, but they can return later on, is what they've said. And I was like, Hamish, knows when to hold it, know when to fold it. Hamish, you're fresh looking. Cheers. In what way? I had a banana this morning, maybe some of its potassium and whatnot rubbing off on me. Nicely a run from Siruru off the back of the scrum. Now McDermott putting it back into the pocket. Lawson Creighton will kick this one down the middle of the field. Mark Talia takes on the halfway line. Cross to Bowden Barrett, who has open space now to play with, but instead decides to cut back towards the side that Talia was on, who gets shut down pretty quickly. Also hydrate. There's Junaid. Yeah, I haven't actually drunk anything yet. There you go. I cooked the man some eggs. Here's Justin. I bought some eggs the other day. I was very happy about it, although they're very expensive at the moment, eggs, because of the chicken shortage and whatnot. Our knock goes back across to the right-hand side. Bowden Barrett. Sit down the middle of the field. Nicely taken inside of the 22 by there was Lawson Creighton again. Straight down the middle of the park, playing a game of force back like you would a high school court. Bowden Barrett looks for the 50-22. He's got it over the head. No, Dalgunu does well to spin nicely and claim it again 40 meters out from his own line. Big kick him behind, and they wouldn't have expected a 50-22 attempt from Dalgunu, but it was almost successful. Slung across from Talia, and Sullivan on his massive left boot gets it into touch. Reds take it quickly. The forwards are just running back and forth on the halfway line. Like, do we even bother? Just moving the ball around all over the place, but the ball is now secure at the back of the Reds breakdown. 40 out. Also, well, commentating without visuals must be one of the more difficult challenges, but you're doing good, says Andrew Holster. Yeah, I wish there was a way of showing stuff. Like, but yeah, those licensing costs are massive. Like, one day I'm hoping, even if it's a lower level game, just to be able to show something. Like, even if it's just people playing table tennis in the Indian rainforest. Just something to be able to show. As a bowling alley, says Schlanger, at the moment, I am not working there. They realized that my skills, or they realized the original job opportunity was supposed to be as I guess, doing some marketing and whatnot for them. So I don't know why they have me working in the bowling alley. And I think they realized that, and then they're like, yeah, that doesn't make sense that we have you working in the bowling alley, even though you live quite far away when you were going to be doing some camera work. But it's my bad, chef. Quickly removed, says Nate. I've been stuck on 29 minutes for a while. Yeah, the scoreboard is going to not behave. There we go. We have to click that every once in a while, which is weird because normally it used to just update itself. Like a fellow got 12 hours sleep. I managed 9, which is pretty good for me. Thrown in nicely by Faisler. Loose ball, though, and picked up by Adrian Choate. If it found the ball to Satutu, could have been in a danger zone. That's going to be another penalty of the Reds now. Hey, buddy, Junaid, let's go, says Nate. Now, depending on how that was taken, Junaid may think you want to scrap, Nate. He knows that you don't, though, because you put the 100 afterwards, as the kids would say. Does anyone in their day-to-day life, have you ever said just keeping it 100? I feel like I'm not gangster enough at all to be able to use that sentence. Now it's going to be kicked into touch by the Reds. 5 meters out, and a good rolling ball opportunity just at the end of the first half here. This could be maybe, we could be sitting 14 points to 17 at half time. Matt Faisler throws the ball in, taken by the Reds again with Liam Wright. Really making too many meters forward at the moment. Matt Faisler hanging on to it at the back. Now they start to creep. Just that little bit more here, taken down nicely by Sam Knock. Siruru round the side. Is McWright going to go for the ball, or is he going to leave it? He leaves it for his teammates. Looks like Liam Wright now going to have the crack close to the line. They're over. And that is going to be the Reds now back into the contest right at the end of the first half. You can see the celebrations. Is that? I think that's the replacement number 17, isn't it? Oh, no. Never mind. Gaasi is how you kind of say that name. It's quite a tricky one. Just a few meters out from the line, and they drive over. Tony has tuned in, and he's got some wine. I can see him waving it at the moment. He will be here at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, although I don't know how happy he'll be about that try being scored right at the end of the first half. How long now, says NPC Tony? We have got 40 seconds remaining of the half. So by the time this kick is taken, it's probably going to be halftime. We have got a guest at halftime for this one, ladies and gents. 40 minutes past now. Tony's a very happy boy. And interesting, not drinking Powerade because it would be too biased. Ah, yes, you've seen right through me. That's going over. And that will now, at halftime, make the score quite close. 14 points to 17. Bevo and Rugby has a perfect combination. Should have put money on the Reds when they blew out. Says NPC Tony. Yeah, they were up to about $12 at one point, I believe. And make our boys work hard. Reds quarterfinals around the corner. Says Nate. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a guest. He's ready to go. He's looking thrilled. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Distracted Sports, Tony. Hopefully, I've pressed the right button. That then makes it so that you guys can see him. Hello, Tony.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, you're only little.
Wow.
Is that all right? Or?
It's been a while since I've been called little, so I'll take that. Okay. How are you, Hamish?
I am doing all right, Tony. First half quite close.
Yeah, frustrating. To be that little niggly try at the end there, just got my sphincter a little bit. Just a little bit of, when you're supporting your team and you kind of think we should win this, and, the other team just won't piss off and lose like the way they're meant to lose, which I find very obnoxious. Very obnoxious. But let's not talk about rugby. No one's here for rugby. Why are you watching The Big Bang Theory? It's like the death of culture. It's the death of everything. It's just the worst thing you could possibly. Have you ever heard of the Geigo effect? You know what the Geigo effect is?
No, I haven't.
the Geico effect is garbage in, garbage out. Okay, you fill your body full of garbage, like the fucking Big Bang Theory, and then like it's not good. What comes out, you're better than that, man. You could be sitting there watching Schindler's List or The Godfather or Forrest Gump or fucking Rocky, for goodness sake. I'm sure you haven't watched any of those films, have you?
I watched Forrest Gump. I got that one ticked off.
Yeah. Well, lick my balls. That's all I have to say to you, sir. Okay,
That
sorry.
quote from The Godfather.
No, it's not. That's no. I don't think they ever said lick my balls at any point in the God. But they say a lot of very, very Scarface, Taxi Driver. Did you ever see The Wolf of Wall Street? That's a more recent.
I actually did. Me, George, Daniel, and Isaac watched it at Isaac's house when we were maybe about 14.
Martin Scorsese, a very famous director. He directed a lot of those films, not the Godfather films, but it was a good film. You enjoyed it? What did you think?
We enjoyed it for the start. George has a massive crush on Margot Robbie.
Right.
But then it got to that stage how he was just like crawling around for like 15 minutes. We
Well,
just started running around Isaac's lounge because we were bored.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
There was a part where
when he took the really, really old Quaalude. Yeah, that was a great scene. That was a great scene. Yeah, great stuff. And you got bored.
Well, I think someone wanted food, probably George.
You bastard TikTok generation. That's what you guys are. That's what I have to say.
And
I'm really playing the part of a cantankerous old man very well as I get older. I'm really feeling that. But I haven't seen you since I went away to Malaysia.
It was probably a good month ago since you've been on the channel, but it only feels like yesterday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just the bond that we have is so strong.
The bond is deep. But I'm literally back doing the exact same thing, having a wine, talking shit, and hassling you about not seeing movies. That's
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, okay. Let's talk about rugby. So this is a game. There was a game on before this game. That other game was quite depressing. I find watching the Moana's Pacifica quite depressing, because I want them to do well. I want them to go well. Like Go Stadium behind there, the new name of the stadium. You can tell that's not a Moana Pacifica game. You got that screenshot from that photo from. You know how I can tell?
There's more than 5 people watching in there.
There's a crowd. There's not a focus group. Yeah. So yeah. Well, and in this game, I thought the Blues have actually come out with a bit of intent. That the attackers look pretty sharp at times, but the Reds coming off that massive victory that I predicted against the Chiefs, I really did. I'm lying. I definitely did not. They look like they've got a bit of belief about them, and they're not willing just to roll over, are they? Oh, sounds like I literally talked a bit of rugby with you, didn't I? How was that?
It was weird. We didn't have a movie quote or anything.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's a new laugh. Is that the belly laugh? Is it the deep down?
That's just one of my laughs. One of my repertoire of laughs. That's it.
Very skilled individual.
Yeah. I've got all the laughs. All the laughs. So what you've got a busy weekend this weekend. There's a lot of rugby on, isn't there?
There is Champions Cup final, Leinster in it, up against La Rochelle. That will be
La Rochelle.
Because Leinster losing that semi-final with the URC, I feel like that is very similar to what happened last year.
But they rested a lot of men, didn't they? And it's going to be it's in Dublin, so
yeah. They get punished for being good in a way because they've had like game after game after game of playoffs. Like they had the quarters, then they had the Champions Cup semi-final, then they had the semis, then they got the final, then the final.
I quite like it. It's a bit like the English football, I guess. It's that part of the world where they have like the Premier League, the FA Cup, and whatever, the Champions or what do they call it? The Champions League over there. Very, very solid.
Wrong one. I was going to go with the Forrest Gump, directed by Taika. Jenny, would you like fish and chips?
Very good. Wow. Yeah. What were we talking about? I got thrown off completely.
You were talking about Leinster and whatnot. That sounds like a perfect,
that's right.
It's like a Tinder pickup line, isn't it?
I was trying. What are you doing now? Yeah. You up? Yeah, they. I think they'll win it. I do think that being at home with that Irish crowd behind them, they should get it across the line. What do you reckon? What's your pick, my man?
Well, they've played La Rochelle before,
They have
and
played.
that game was close, I believe. In fact, La Rochelle
Mhm.
knocked them out in the semi-finals a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's going to be a close one, but Leinster should be able to put everyone into this game now that they haven't got the final around the corner. Like they
Yeah,
can put
that's right. That's right. There were a
all
lot of
their
men on the
stocks in.
bench when they well, not even on the bench. A lot of men in the stands that were internationals,
Like
essentially.
Josh Van den Flair having to go on in the second minute for that game
Yeah.
because of the injury.
What happened to the other guy? He lost his scrotum. What happened to him?
Eh? Did he?
I don't know. Hey. Yeah.
That'd
So,
be an unfortunate one.
speaking of scrotums, how's your sex
Uh-oh.
life going?
Well, Tony, it's about the same as it was last time, which is non-existent.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
Right, shame, eh?
so we talked about a shift worker, and when I say shift worker, I don't mean a lady of persuadable affections, a lady of the night, so to speak. One of the more hilarious rugby coaches I've heard. Thanks, guys. I gotta go to the beer shop now. Enjoy that, Andrew Holster. Yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that. Yeah. So what's our big moves? How are we gonna land the lady of our dreams, Hamish? I think that's what the people want to know.
That's what I'd like to know too. I think the key.
You have to make the plan, don't you? Okay, what's the key? Tell me the key.
Plans are hard. Like me and George, we were going to Harvey Norman a few times a little while ago.
So that's the way you go to pick up in your part of the world, Harvey Norman.
There was, well, they got some good deals going, don't they? But there was a lady on the.
What is that? So you want it? We've got it. Let's talk. So that was Bond and Bond, I think. Sorry, no. Carry on.
Harvey Norman's go, Harvey Norman, go. And they shout go at the end, just so that go to the shop, get in the shop.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a hot checkout lady, right?
There was, yeah. And then me and George learned that she has a relationship. So,
okay. How do you? Are they serious? Are they rocky? Are they? What do you mean? I'd say so. You have no idea. Why do you say so? Just because you're pessimistic?
No, I think it's just she works at Harvey Norman. She got it all sorted out, doesn't she?
It's the peak of lifestyle stability is working at Harvey Norman. It might be serious, but it might be they're just about to break up. So just be like Dennis Rodman. You know what Dennis Rodman was famous for? King of the rebounds. Okay. King of the rebounds. Okay. He used to just float around the backboard, float around the rim, just understood where things were happening, was like a mind reader in that field. That's who you want to be, Hamish. Like just linger around like a fart in a bottle. Okay. And you never know. So what's going to happen? Just stay in the fight. That's my advice.
I bought a speaker from them last time I was there, just because I'm weird. So I go into a shop, I have to buy something. Like even if it's something small, just because I feel like I'm wasting their time.
Well, you spent probably like $60 on that.
38.
30, not too bad. You're gonna spend a fortune at this fucking Harvey Norman.
Yeah, I was looking at a bloody lounge suite and whatnot.
Go out with the lounge suite, go out with the television, it's home cinema system. Like, get it all on credit, default on it, send it all back. Is that the plan?
Absolutely.
All right.
How do we get on to the Harvey Norman chat? Oh yeah, you asked me about sex.
It's because it's a straight line from Harvey Norman to sex. It's very obvious, isn't it? Is it very obvious?
That should be their slogan. That would actually do well.
You want it? We've got it. Let's talk. Go Harvey. No. How is there any questions? Any advice from the chat? I can't see the chat when I talk to you. So any advice in the chat about how to bag yourself a classy lady? Have you watched The Office, Hamish? That's not helpful, Junaid, but thank you. Junaid, I still can't work that stupid platform. What's it called again?
Discord.
Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnect. Oh yeah. The only thing I can see on Discord is Mark 2 Senses Discord channel, and he doesn't do anything on it. And there's a little bit from Junaid on it, but there's a whole different. There's lots of different things on Discord, obviously, rather than it's not just a platform purely created for Mark from 2 Cents, who can't actually work it himself?
No, you can do things on it. It's like Messenger combined with just Messenger. It's just Messenger, except you can do it with more people, I think. Do you use Messenger? We don't talk on Messenger. We talk on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I don't use WhatsApp other than to talk to you.
Oh, I'm your special WhatsApp friend, am I?
You're my side.
I find
side
I don't
hustle.
like well, actually I was just about to say I don't like Messenger because it's too closely related to Facebook. But fucking Facebook owns WhatsApp anyway, don't they? The bastards.
Yeah, oh,
And
Mark.
everything.
Mark. Maybe Mark is
Mark's-
like friends with
Mark's-
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg's he's about my age, actually. Bastard.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he might be a year or two older than I am.
Oh,
You
so
know-
you still got time.
Yeah. Jacinda Ardern is only. I'm so old. Jacinda Ardern, who was a young prime minister, I think she's only a year older than me. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's a lot of difference between me and Jacinda Ardern? She doesn't make as many dick jokes.
Beard's a little bit better.
Oh, that's like throwing shade at her. You're going to be done for a hate crime.
I'm going to disappear. There's a ball man on my screen with a massive beard. That's why I said that. He was trying to advertise.
Boner?
No, a massive beard.
Boner. Okay, I got you. Gotcha. Isn't that a fun word, boner?
It is. It's different. But like it feels like it could be something else. You know?
Well, do you prefer the word? What's your favorite word for erection? Boner, stiffy, hard on, TP in your pants. What is it?
I feel like at high school it was definitely like everyone used stiffy, and they all
stiffy. Oh, he's got a stiffy. Yeah.
Stiffy.
Oh, she gives me a stiffy. That's. Oh, God.
This has been very inspirational chat.
Did anything you want to ask about the second half? Hopefully the Blues can get this over the line. But you know what? It doesn't fucking matter because everybody makes the top 8 in Super Rugby. Really. The top 2/3 of the competition make it through. So you can have a pretty shit season and still make it through. So, yeah. That's the thing. There's no stakes for Super Rugby anymore, is there?
No. Well, the slight benefit is 11 sides out of 12 still have a chance of making the top 8. Highlanders play the Rebels tomorrow. That might boost them up just a little bit. And then, you know.
No, man, we should, like, the Blues should right now be stressing out about trying to make it to 6th spot. I reckon it should be a top 6.
Yeah. Like, but then for that, what would your system be? Would you go
I had a conversation with Mark about this, and I reckon all 6 teams play first round, and if the top 2 qualifiers get a bye round, and the other 2 playoffs. So if you lose and you're number 1, you get a second chance, and if you lose if you're number 2, you get a second chance, and if by the math it works out you lose and you're number 3, you might get a second chance. But if you lose and you're number 5 or 6, you're out. Basically, or if you might
similar to like an eliminator final type thing, like they do for like the BBL or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because it doesn't mean you're a guaranteed. It means that you can still go out in straight sets if you're a top seed, which I like. You still have a lot to play for. Everest is the boner of the earth. Fucking hell, Stephen.
Yeah, I see that. What were you going to say there? I feel like I cut you off at a good time.
The boner of the earth. But I like him. I don't know who he is. But also, you know what's really confusing me? The game's about to start, so I'll let you go. But
are we going to see you for after the game?
Potentially. If I'm still lingering around like a fart in a bottle, you might. All right, my man. All right.
See you later, Tony. Good to see you.
Great chat. Great chat. See you, champ. Bye.
Oh, yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tony of Distracted Sports. He's quite the character, as you saw. And yeah, second half just underway now. The Blues 17 points to 14 up. Not a huge lead here over the Reds. Come on, the Reds. Here's Damien McKenzie. And I've only got 2 leads, sorry, says Janae. So we have to review them after the match, won't we? Me and Tony. We are back together. I don't touch Discord. It's bad. Oh, don't touch Discord for stuff. Really up the Rebels. Now, 45 meters out from their own line here, the Blues. Marcel Renata. That felt like a long halftime break. Not like in terms of like me and Tony talking, but just the gap between the first and the second half. I think it was about 10 or so minutes. It looks like there's some sort of serious injury here. Is that Bowden? No, it's not. It's AJ Lamb. Looks like he's going to be broken here up the red, says the Diamandi. There as well. Yeah, they're not doing too badly at the moment. They are coming in as $4.50 underdogs. In the game, they're only down by 3. Oh, yeah. AJ Lamb looks like he fell awkwardly. That's probably the ankle gone, unfortunately, for him. Didn't get the jump that he was after, and I wonder whether or not it was that first initial push that he ended up with it collapsing. Not looking good, but Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins, he was that casual on the sideline. He's now got to turn, he's got to tie up his shorts. I believe my Storm will go all the way to the top, says Spider-Mick. I'll have to come on the Blues, says Stephen Marks. And cheers, Don't Get Straight Sports, says Nate. Also, Nazi Williams. See him lurking in the chat a little bit earlier on. Hope you are doing well, Tony. Or sorry, not Tony, Nazi. I should say, I hope you're excited for the sevens. It is just around the corner. Yeah, AJ Lammy's not going to be continuing. Maybe not even playing for the rest of the season, unfortunately now. Possession 62% at the moment in favour of the Blues. We'll get that scoreboard update in again. There we go. Like that and like that. There we go. We're all good. And also, Hamish, for some reason my account, the Wolf Gamer, not showing up. But I type, you can, what can you do for me to unmute or unblock me or something? Normally, the way that it works is if it wasn't one of the most, about 100 recent names, there's not really any way of unblocking it, unfortunately, just with the way that YouTube has it set up. Who do you want to see in the full? Says, or in the final? I would say, I mean, a lot of Kiwis would say they want to see 2 New Zealand sides, but I'd like to see an Australian side make their way through to the final, make it a trans-Tasman type thing. What? Lamb out? Why? Injury. Ankle or knee or something, unfortunately. I was saying you were spot on about the Reds, or the Chiefs are losing against the Reds, by the way. Now all the news shows they are saying the same thing. It's a big lie. And also, I did nothing, though, says Damien McKenzie. Well, it depends, because if a moderator timed you out, there was probably a reason deep down. Maybe it was just for spamming. Come on, the Blues, says Stephen Marks. Now scrum feed for the Reds. Take McDermott with the possession. The Reds, they're picking the right time to come right in this competition. Will they go right here? They will go left, the opposite of right. Crichton goes across to Isaac Henry. A nice attack and run there from Jock Campbell joining the line, the number 15 for the Reds. Still plenty of time left in this contest, so I from here could easily see it going either way. Already seen 2 tries from the Reds. Penalty goes in their favour as well. Now, they will be kicking this one for the touchline again. There's a lot of Blues players not looking very fresh at the moment. 3 memes done, says Junaid. So, yeah, it's going to be a right party at the end of the match. We'll be able to do that thingy, Junaid. How, you know how I had Tony on one side, me on the other, and we had the meme in the middle? Meme in the middle is like Malcolm in the middle, except slightly different. That was useless information. They are just showing AJ Lamb. He's having to walk right around the outside of the field, as in it was perfect timing. Chiefs got a loss before the final, says Big Lie. And yeah, as infuriating as it was for Chiefs supporters when I would say it, I feel like now that they've had a loss, that will actually make them go a lot further in this competition than if they had gone in undefeated. You know, they've still got time, couple games to improve, and then they're good to go by finals rugby time. Now, nice rolling maul here for the Reds again. I'm going to creep just that little bit forward. So ball available at the back. Yep, they've just managed to get it out. McDermott goes off to Dungunu. Now, he did look tired in that first up, but it looks like he might have a little bit more energy now for the second. McDermott goes across to Connor Vest. Tackled down low. I realised earlier on, I saw a Tim comment and completely missed it. There it is. Good half of rugby. Hopefully the Blues can get a bonus point. I apologise for that, Rugby Itch, if you are still here. Hopefully we don't miss you too much. Malcolm in the middle. Love that. Says Flesh in there. I wonder if Tony liked Malcolm in the middle. Good morning, New Zealand, and hi all. Says Robert. Welcome in, mate. 45 minutes through almost, and the Reds 10 metres out from the Blues line. Good attack and play here. Phase 6 they're up to now. Now, off to the left, or in fact the right, Blythe goes. I think once they shift this left, they're in a good position. Oh no, it's been dropped by Fraser McWright. He has not had the best game so far. Looks like the Blues want to play on here. Mark Talia starting to find a bit of a gap here. Needs to pass the ball. Instead sells the dummy who actually go on the inside. He's got Bowden Barrett. He has now spotted him. Kicks it in behind. Barrett in a foot race with Dalgoody, the man who I said looked tired. And I think that's going to be forced by Josh Flick. And Blues not doing good this season. CSS. They were sitting not too badly on the table overall. Like at the end of the day, they've still got a good chance of getting a home final in the comp. I was like, yeah, because they're trash. There's Damian McKenzie, 100 cap. Okay, the Reds take it in goal. That means it's going to be a 5-meter scrum in favour of the Blues now. It's going to be a tricky one to defend now if you are the Reds. Mark Talia and Bowden Barrett both chasing after that same ball. Talia, I didn't actually expect him to pass this. Normally he can get a little bit more on the, I don't like to call it selfish side, but sometimes he does get into scenarios where he should pass when he doesn't. Time update 45. Just managed to update it then just because it doesn't seem to want to play the game, unfortunately. That's going to be really annoying because every live stream, we normally just have it ticking over, but now we might have to find a way of manually doing it. And damn it, come on, the Reds. There's big light. Looks like Bowden Barrett may have picked up a bit of an injury here. The foot, that could be, oh, that's not good. Medic's gone like this. Question now, is Bowden Barrett, is this going to be serious enough to leave him out for the World Cup? Or they are making the sub here for Bowden Barrett. They can't get his boot off for a start. What happens to him? I think it was in the process of diving. Get the try, Blues. Don't give Reds a sniff. Yeah, kicks it in behind. Bowden Barrett was winning that foot race almost. Oh, and it's just the way that he fell. I think he awkwardly, he looked all right there. And then something happened afterwards, I guess. What is D-Mac doing on this live chat? Says Devin, and also come on the Reds, says Big Light. And you beat the undefeated Chiefs. If you lose to the Blues, then that win was just luck. Right, Bowden. I don't think it's something too serious. He's still able to walk relatively comfortably. But, you know, broken toe or broken foot or something like that could be quite an unfortunate time. Well, he is walking, that is true. So maybe just like dislocated toe. We'll hope for that anyway. At worst, that is worrying, says Big Light. Beat the undefeated Chiefs. If you lose to the Blues, then that win it was just luck. Says Davian and Harry Plummer to play 10. And they have also got Roger Torvasa-Sheck. Now has made his way onto the field. He is going to be taking that inside centre role from Harry Plummer, who shifts to fly half. Big push there from the Blues scrum. Knock going across now. Good sell. A dummy from Harry Plummer almost went through. McDermott trying to get the jackal going. Doesn't quite work out from Jacob Ratamaita, Vuki Nepkins. Now I think the Blues inches away from a try here. The question is, who's it going to be? I'm looking for Adrian Choate still, even though I don't think this will be his chance. They're over. And is that Tui Polotu? Is that Patrick? It is Patrick. Patrick Tui Polotu scores the try for the Blues. That gives them that little bit more of the lead now. Go like that. And we'll go like that. There we go. And like the stream says today, yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. We are currently sitting on 27 likes. Let's see in the next 2 minutes how close we can get to 50 likes. If we get to 50, Junaid and George will become friends. Let's see if we can do that. And yes, says Stephen, just round that side. It's going to be always hard to stop Tui Palota when he's got Cameron Suafua with him. Now the Blues take that 22 points to 14 lead. Keep it coming, Blues, says Blues Nate. Second try of the season for Patrick Tui Polotu. The kick is successful. So that will now make the score 24 points to 14. Back to a 10-point difference. How dare you, says Junaid. And let's go get back up. Just like with both of my accounts. Says Damien there. Yeah, I see we've shot up to 36 in a hurry. 14 away from the 50 goal, ladies and gents. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. 10 points difference between them now. Reds are going to have to work hard here Back into the contest. Zahn Sullivan goes across to RTS, who is already looking at going to the Warriors this year. I believe he's asked for his early release. And let's win Blues, says Paul Oosterhuizen. Rolling it back now, Sam Knock. Sit very high. That looks like one for Mark Talia to chase after, although it's gone into touch on the full, or has it? No, they say he's kept it in the field of play. It was a knock on. Okay. They are going to be going back now for the original line out. This game being played on Mount Smart Stadium. The background would suggest so, says Stephen. Well, it is not. It is at Suncorp Stadium. We were at this game earlier. So, of course, we can't travel to Australia in that short a time. That would be tricky to do. Angus Gardner now with the line out throw. Uru looks like he's going to be making his way off the park here. I would say if the Reds score now, they are still well and truly right in it. 12 more likes. We are 12 away. Yes, Suncorp and Reds, get your head out of here and in the game. There's Damien McKenzie. Nicely taken now at the back. Looks like Tate McDermott being held back a little bit there from Hoskins to Tutu, trying to slow him down. Let's go, Peoples. There's Nate. Big shot coming in from Ricky Riccatelli. Now back across McDermott. Big shot coming in from Talio on Faisler. 40 metres out. Red slowly building some post-contact meters. By Marcel Renata, he's offside. It's got to be an advantage, but it looks like they're going to say play on. Damn it, back again. Let's go to Blues. Never heard Clark or Rico's name, Hemi. That is because neither of them are playing in this contest, so that is why. So this will be the week that they do give them their spell. Knock. Back across now, Plummer. Roger Tovasashek hits it at the line, runs straight at Zane Ungor. It's a good tackle. Plummer again. Back across to the right. Zahn Sullivan, the flowing mullet. Not able to get through Fraser McWright's tackle. At the moment, the Blues, they are trying a lot, but they're not really gaining a huge amount of meters against the Reds now. Plummer puts the ball high, though. Goes to the kicking option. Talia will contest with us. Great hands from Suliasi Vunivalu. Almost grabbed it in one hand and just assisted with the other. McDermott now going back across to Harry Wilson to the halfway line. So McDermott might consider firing this one back up the Blues, says Finn. Told they're not allowed to go for that one. McDermott puts a high. Now Vunivalu chases. Well taken by Harry Plummer. Now Sam Knott goes short side. Off to a Kiriwani. Big bump off there of Tate McDermott. The Uso Sheik, says Nuzzy Williams. I'm not sure how many games he's got left in his Blues tank before he heads back to the NRL, but he's still got maybe a couple. Might have an impact here, I'm sure. Nice cross kick. Just a little bit too far ahead of Bryce Heem. Was nursing a bit of an injury earlier on, so maybe tricky one for him to be able to get to. And also, I want there to be Chiefs versus Brumbies final 14-32. Chiefs win. There's Damien McKenzie there, but a good run from a Kiriwani. Still 10 points difference, though. And that is what they're going to have to change. I'd say if they go into the last 10 minutes less than 7 behind here, the Reds, decent chance. 14 lineouts so far, though, throughout the first 51 minutes. That is quite a hefty number there. A lot of times the ball has gone into touch throughout the first 50, but nicely claimed there by the Reds at lineout time. McDermott goes across to Harry Wilson. Only a big player to have coming off the bench late in a contest. McDermott goes off to the left-hand side where Faisal was waiting, just head-butted into Marcel Renata. Like a couple of rams they were. Now, Fluke almost stolen by Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins. You can say his name about as quickly as the breakdown takes place. 45 metres out now, the Reds. Thought about going to the side where the ref was. Dalgunu takes it nicely. Tackled by Knock again. 47, sorry. Update the score. Still 46 minutes. Says Damien. Yeah, the scoreboard is not playing the game at the moment, unfortunately. There's still a chance for the Reds, certainly. They can find this offload. Now Ongor goes off to Tate McDermott. Tackled early by Ricky Riccatelli and the Blues. Over the ball. Got the turnover. Now Nepal Olala goes off to lay the two props working together, although Ongor almost doing the splits there in that breakdown. Practicing the gymnastics. Talia taken down by McDermott again. Ball doesn't come out. The Reds get the scrum feed. Yeah, bro. Says Finn there. I should mention at the moment the odds have the Reds as $11 underdogs. The Blues, they come in as $1.04 favourites. A great offload from Ungor to be able to link up with McDermott, Kiriwani, very well to get that turnover. Ouch, says Big Light. Yeah, the thing is, as a big front row, you don't want to be doing the splits. Unless, of course, you normally would do them. So there's some more blood coming out of the face. The Reds front rower. Just getting it wiped up. So they will be putting a bit of strapping around there. Zahn Sullivan working hard to make sure the mullet looks good for the camera. It's important. It does. Eklund now coming onto the field. That is for Ricky Riccatelli. Strapping getting done up on the head. The Reds front row. I know that they mentioned earlier on that some of them are going to be able to go on and then off again. By the sounds of it. Sam Knock looks like his night not quite over, but he might not be too far away from getting replaced. I believe, yeah, it's Tolfa Funaki. Of the week, talking about holding it. Remember that song by Toto in the 80s called Hold the Line? Love isn't always on time. Great try. Reds getting better. See, the only Toto song I know is Africa. And where is your boy? Says Janae. Which boy we talking, Janae? We talking Tony or we talking George? Do let me know. I assume probably George, though. But anyone who is new to the live stream, be sure to leave a like. We are currently sitting on 41, which is 9 away from the goal of 50. Sinead and George become best friends and do everything together. Hamish try. Says a roof there. And Georgie. So George, he was going to be coming in for the Crusaders versus Moana Pacifica game. He ended up, I believe he went out for tea, or he was going to go out for tea. So he missed that one. And then this next one, I believe he was playing GTA while it was on. So yeah, no George today, but he should be round tomorrow at some point. And Blues getting put out in the quarterfinals. I'm saying it right now. Blues go down to the Hurricanes, 39 points to 19 at Eden Park. Now, scrum gone down in the front. Once again, though, the Reds will go off to the right-hand side. Sling and pass didn't quite work out. I believe it's going to be a knock-on advantage against the Blues. We go back for another scrum. That is the third scrum in the last about 3 or 4 minutes. And also, Nate, very good. Enjoy it. It looks like Reds could have the strong finish, says Ruth. Well, he missed his chance to see the memes live, says Janine. He did. And I'm sure he will be gutted. Unless, of course, his Discord's working. Then you might be seeing them as they're coming through. I wonder why your account get banned. Such toxic kid, lol. Says Nate. You were probably the one who banned him, Nate, way back in the day. 54 minutes down. Another scrum. This is very similar to what happened with Moana Pacifica versus the Crusaders. How the first half, we had a lot of action, and then the second half, there were just a whole heap that seemed like they weren't quite developing into plays. And holding it, currently holding it on a mad dash to the bathroom after my morning coffee, 250-meter run. Cabin now, from where I have my coffee, tight clench. Says, "Okay, tell you what, to run and also type is impressive. Like, I try and, move and type, and I butcher it. So welcome in, Kerr, on that note. Hope you make it. We've got our fingers and toes crossed. And ban this account, well, I'm telling you, says Nate. And don't ban me, please, a live message, says Big Light. Do you want me to live message George? Tell him to check the memes. And Distracted Sports, howdy. Big Bang Theory is hilarious. The Jewish one, who looks like Ringo Starr. Is that, Holowitz? Is that his name? There. Or Jordan Pataya and Hunter Paisami, both not playing in this one. I've missed all this half so far. What happened? Reds conceded a try. Blues were able to score it. And it was Tui Piloto who got it. Another penalty. We've had a lot of scrums and a lot of lineouts at this point. And yes, Lowell says Big Light. The penalty goes the way of the Reds again. He might actually be sleeping at the moment, George. He gets an early night every once in a while. I think he might be working tomorrow. Wallowitz. I know, Distracted Sports has come back and we're talking about the Big Bang Theory. He's going to be disappointed. That kick is nice. It's gone out. Tom Liner. Doing well there. Most recent game, I should say. Rather than now, he's only run out onto the field. 24 minutes remain. And who's again got banned? No one at this stage, which is good. Faisal throws the ball in. Reds line out. Oh, stolen by Tui Pelotto. That hurts. So far, gives it across to Mark Talia. Now Roger Tuivasa-Sheck passes to Heem. Rough pass there, but Zahn Sullivan manages to clean it up. Looks to get it into touch. It does so. About 25 metres out from the line now. Or in fact, 30. It is going to be a Reds lineup. We have got the hippo who is in super. That's the perfect emoji for the scenario, Kurt. And it's very sad that it only comes up as super sticker for me on the screen, but everyone else can see that hippo is dashing. Did you know that hippos and rhinos both run quite quickly? 40 kilometers an hour. So you got to channel your inner hippo. Well, I guess if you haven't made the 250 meters by now, she might be a bit of a struggle. Also, Blues finding the try line. So far, so good, says Nate. Penalty. Oh, in fact, no, the ball got trapped there. Knock on. The Blues are now going to have themselves another scrum. Good, although uncomfortable at present. How's it going for you? I had a good week. Yep, it's the bro, Tony, says Blues Nate. And are you nervous, Kerr? Just around the corner from the big game. Glasgow versus Toulon. It's weird because I learned that that's actually at the time, it sounds bad. It sounds like an excuse. Not supposed to be an excuse. But yeah, that's the time that my parents are leaving to go to Fiji. So I'm in a dilemma because it overlaps with that. So I think we're actually, as bad as it sounds, we may have to miss Glasgow's game. But that's actually good for them because they won when we didn't watch them. And then when they did get watched by us, they actually butchered that game. State Sports discovered the Big Bang Theory during his recent trip to Thailand, says Stephen. It's more the marking of territory by hippos. That'll be in line with, says Kerr. Claim that cruise ship. Knock. Cross to Zahn Sullivan again. Kick downfield. The ball goes well, mate, Kerr. All good on my side. To behind. Return from Jock Campbell. Down to Zahn Sullivan. Now, I picked him to score a try in this contest. There's no proof of that, though. I just told my dad he's going to score a try. Nice run, thou. I'm turning, what's that? That's like old school Romeo stuff. What's that called? Shakespearean times, isn't it? Now back across again. Marcel Renata. In fact, it's Jordan Lay. I've confused those two twice throughout this matchup. Sullivan back again. Nice step from RTS. And I was like, come on, Reds, hurry up and win the game. I feel like Brad Thorne will be on that same mindset about now too. Just hoping that there is a late try and then something they will need. Now a wide cutout pass from him. Goes to Mark Talia. Tackled by Campbell. Who has to release him. Now knock. Going to Harry Plummer. Kurt Eklund, one of his first carries of the day. Phase 6 now, and they decide to kick it away. Zahn Sullivan looking for kick him behind. 5 metres out from the line. Slung across to Suliasi Vunivalu. Now, we don't normally see him kicking too often. Oh, that was forward on the halfway line. Probably got lucky to get away with that one, Zahn Sullivan. And I, Hamish, just done scheduling 4/7's live streams. And also we have, victory. And there was I think they're going to win. Now that I'm not covering that game, although there's some good backs for Toulon. Like they've got Cheslin Colby, Naya Thalevu. She's going to be a good matchup. They were actually quite late saying they were going to cover it on Sky. I looked last night and they didn't have it scheduled and I was like, oh no. And then, this morning they decided it's on Sky Sport 2. Got 26 minutes. Get it into first gear. Keep moving. Come on, the Reds. And there's, thank you very much for your donation, Kerr. You are a very generous man. Your hippos are hugely appreciated. Which doesn't make sense from Super Sticker, but makes sense from the chat with victory in there as well. A nice one, Kerr says distracted. Damn, that was 100% forward. It was. They got lucky. In that case, and Toulon ragdolled the Bulls, but favour Glasgow, says Michael. It's going to be a good game. I feel like that has the potential of being like a last-minute thriller. Mr. Kerr, the money from day, or the money bags, and then that one at the end. Sam Knock, back across to Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins. This turf has had a lot of work done to it over the last little while. Like you can see it all roughed up. You handled it so well. So Diplomat answering these awkward questions about your love life. Says Roof, well, it's pretty easy to answer them at the moment because it doesn't really exist. So it's like a myth, like what's something that's not real? Unicorns, although that might be offensive to our Scottish viewers. A dragon, no, dragons are real, Komodo dragon, like a big dragon, right? It's like me talking about a big dragon because it's not around at the moment. It's easy. That's a nice try for Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins. Gets it for the Blues, and now the lead goes a little bit further. Fallon did not play the Bulls, says Bram. And I was like, let's go Reds, let's go Reds, let's go Reds. I think the Reds may have just conceded a try. They could not afford to concede, is the best way of describing it. And also stayed classy with $10.20. And that's a very specific number, Tony. Glasgow, 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 says Kerr. And Hamish, what do you think of Zahn? I reckon he could easily be in the All Blacks World Cup squad easily. Although it depends, because if they say it's either Zahn or Stephen or Sean, they might take Sean. Maybe. Just a little bit. Look at that sideways Kiwis. Anyone who likes a bit of rugby, be sure to check out 2 Cents Gets Distracted. It's a podcast on Spotify. Anywhere you can get your podcast, it has got Distracted Sports and 2 Cents Rugby in it. And are there any women in Waimea? There are. It's just most of them, so it's weird. Or it's awkward for a start, Like most people around in Waimo is like people that I already knew. So it's weird. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's related here. No, they're not. It's not quite. Why not both? It's a big lie. And also, you can do much better than Hot Chick behind the cash register, says Ruth. The thing that I forgot to tell Tony about was when I was doing the bowling at the start, my first night, me and a mother were getting on quite well. 63 minutes remaining. No, that's a lie. 63 minutes gone. And the score is 31 points to 14 in favour of the Blues. RIP Reds, or RIP Reds. Also, we have got there, hurry up Reds. I'm even more pissed now that you beat the Chiefs. Now you go and lose to the bloody Blues. Like, come on, Reds, get your head in the game. Inspirational words, and I feel like relatable at this stage. Because I would say, they've just dropped the ball. Their head is not in the game. That's another knock on from the Reds. 63-year-old mother. Is that what I heard? Are you and whose mother? No, some random bowling person. Don't worry about it. I already said too much. Red's done. And I was at a laughing face from Blues Nate. Currently, the points on the table, the Blues would receive another 4, put them up to 42, and the points differential would almost be enough to get them into second here. That will be the aim for the Blues, staying about that second or third spot by the end. GG Reds, you're bloody crap, says Damien. And I was like, that's exactly what I heard, says Grant. I don't know where does 63 come into it? Oh, the 63 minutes, isn't it? Painting it Blues. Now the Blues can start looking for that bonus point as well. All you have to do, Hamish, is smile, do some disco moves with your body. I don't have many. I can bust a move if I need to, I guess. That's going to be another knock on. We're going to Scrum Central, ladies and gentlemen. First stop, resets, unfortunately, again. Auckland in the house, says Nuifi. Hopefully I've said that correctly. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well. What do you guys think of Plumtree to the Sharks? It will be interesting because he's had success in certain places. So, I mean, I like it to a certain extent. I just hope it goes well because or else then he's going to get kicked out of South Africa. What's happening with the Reds, mate? Wahlberg is groovy too. Did you just bust a nut? No, not me. No. That looked bad with the timing of me drinking. That's not the case, no. I just served them some shoes and whatnot. Just take them on a date yourself, Ruth, says Scott. We've got a new coat of paint to apply, boyos. Do they even know how to dance in Waimea? Not really, no. The equivalent of dancing in Waimea is just like you'll see one person and they might kind of go, that's it. That's the whole night. I also want to know where George was today at 9:30 or want to know. Maybe can't I guess? I can tell you he was playing GTA 5. he was having a right good time. Currently 15 minutes remaining on the clock. We've got a £2.67 donation from Kerr. I think that is very specific. How did you even do that? I thought it only went like 2.5 and whatnot. You can do like a fancy. And how did your olds meet? At the pub. So that would have been a good 30 plus years ago. Recently had their 30-year anniversary. Well, they might almost be up to 31 or 32 now. Flying by. Back when I wasn't even a thought. And also, we have got the only $2.67, Brett, not even $2.68. Come on, says Damien. Like I said, I don't know they'll go that specific. Damien, you already have one account blocked, so Nate's keeping a laser on you. I know he's still watching you. And I was like, hello, mate. Sorry to annoy you. What are the conditions of the game? Sunny. It's looking bright enough, although the turf's actually more of the problem here than the weather, I would say. Like the turf's been roughed up so many times. Like every step you take, there's players falling over all over the place just because it's too grippy or slippery. Like in some cases, your foot goes straight through and slides under. In other cases, you're just stuck in the mud. I would donate, but I can't not allow. That is all right, Damien. Just make sure you don't spam. That's as good of a donation. Us? Because there's a lot of scrums. Yeah, it's handling not being flash, unfortunately. And Hamish's parents met is not as good as 2 Cents' parents. What did they do to me? I can imagine Gazza would be a bit of a ladies' man back in his prime, you know? Definitely if they like rugby. I don't know that story though. I would donate $1 if I guess the right team to win, but I can't. Says Damien there. Yeah, that's true because you did pick the Reds and they are not winning at the moment. They've been able to take that one though. And right, that one is a clean sack, as they've said. Ask Mark, says Janae. I'm scared to now. Oh, take McDermott sold as if he was going to go for the kick. They do get the penalty there, the Reds. They actually came back and decided to call that one for sacking it. I'm too far away, Scott. I have to get some hot chick in the supermarket or the bowling alley. And also $2.67 probably could be, you think that's the conversion. Maybe. Maybe it is. Has heard that sorted story on the pod. A bit disappointed in the Reds tonight. G'day, Hamish. Says David, hello, mate. Hope you are doing very well. Hope you're excited. You're a bit of are you a Glasgow or an Edinburgh guy, David? I think you were one of those two teams, though, weren't you? Maybe? You might have been a Glasgow bloke, if I guess correctly. Well, one score and 10 points, so like 15 minutes, so it's not over. Says Damien, that is true. Update the time. You probably should, shouldn't I? Now charging 40 of the Reds. I might have to update the score in a very short moment. It does go right for them. Matt Faisler going off the back, up the Reds. I'm a stormer kind of guy. Oh, nice run from Harry Wilson, almost through. Offload to McDermott, Edinburgh. I thought it was one of those Scottish teams. Let's go in the upcoming game up against Toulon, Edinburgh. I don't know who they play next. I think it's probably the URC next year, I guess, is it? Now, nice run again from McDermott. In fact, it's McWright dragged down. Oh, Wilson, 8 memes done overall. 3 more likes. Wow. Flying by with the memes. Yes, he's just come on the Reds now, says Damien. Oh, Kurt, I was going to ask you about that burger. How was it? I saw the picture of it and it looked very good. Hopefully you did enjoy that burger the other day. Dermot, off to the left. Crichton, oh, he should have passed, I think. 2 more likes, busy months coming up for you, Hamish. Yeah, she's quite busy, although every day's busy at this stage. Hamish's parents are brilliant. They are indeed. They're heading away to Fiji. They're going to be leaving me tomorrow. I'm going to be all by myself. McDermott's so close to the line. Looks like Suliasi Vunivalu going to have the crack. That's going to be offside. Advantage. This could end up being a yellow card if they're not careful here. Nice, quick hand on. Reds not quite over, not enough size. Well, they're number 23 now spinning. McWright driven backwards by about 5 meters. Out to the right-hand side, Ngor. Another advantage. Okay, this is getting very close to yellow card territory against the Blues. Guess it was a bouncer? Well, 2 Cents' mum worked inside, apparently, says Stephen. That's a nice wide ball taken down in the air. You just need good ball control, says the snoozer. I'm in Fiji at the moment, says Janae. Really? Which part are you in, Janae? You might see them. A yellow card to the Blues. Last 10 minutes, they are going to be playing. Less men on the field. That'll be interesting. Yeah, finishes. And also we have good there just getting excited. Will you take a rest before Rugby World Cup? I can't wait for it. We will not be taking a rest before the World Cup. We have got the Ashes that are just around the corner. Also the Under 20s World Cup that we will be covering on the channel. I think our first rest is probably after that World Cup. Because we've also got the Rugby Championship taking place, the Bledisloe Cup as well. Oh, got a few decisions to make here. And also in Suva, I was meant to fly back yesterday, but work got extended. Says Junaid there, and somebody needs to do something exciting on this rugby field. So maybe get Warner come on as a sub. Says Roof. Yeah, David Warner, not too far away from his Ashes. Now they take the quick tap. The Reds are keen. Get over the try line very soon. I see a McWright try in the future. They're not going to need it because Harry Wilson has just gone over, slams the ball down. That'll shake up the odds. They were $18 underdogs just before. This might put them down to about $9 underdogs, I would say, but 19 points to 31. Nicely done. Harry Wilson off the bench, making this last 10 minutes just that little bit more intriguing for these two sides. So forwards sound like they've been working. It's been a tough game for the forwards. There's been a lot of runs just next to the breakdown. We have got the Kerr notification bell. Anyone who hasn't already, be sure to like and subscribe. Turn that bell on because that is a Kiwi and that is a lad with a better haircut than me. So be sure to, that's what it says, like and subscribe to the Kiwi lads. Emoji form. I wasn't supposed to actually have my hands together there, but they kind of connected anyway. That is now going to keep the score at 19 points to 31. The kick was unsuccessful there. Anyone who hasn't already, be sure to hit that like button. We're aiming for 50 on the stream. We are 3 likes away now. Reds to score next. There's Roof there. Harry Wilson slamming the ball down. A very happy man with that try. They need 2 converted tries in the last 9 minutes. That is still a possibility. Also 3 more thumbs up, people. There's Nate there as well. And yes, boys, go on the Reds. There's Big Light. It's going to be kicked off high. Nicely taken. It's Matt Greeley and number 23. Kurt Eklund gets wrestled down by Connor Vest. Now, that is quite mature of Kurt Eklund. The old Kurt Eklund would have suplexed him and got suspended. But he's grown from there. I must go fetch my visa now, heading to London in August, mate. Well, Hamish, a good stream mate, says, just Carl, hopefully you enjoy London. End of August. That'll be, what's around the end of August? No, London. Well, either way, hopefully you enjoy it. I know that you recently went to America, so hopefully it all goes smoothly. Bryce Eam, great run. Right, this could be the dagger because here comes Mark Talea breaking the line. Will score the try. And that is as good as gold for Mark Talea. And that will now, I would think, secure the win for the Blues. 52 likes. AEW. Oh, you're going to that one as well. That'll be like the comeback against the Welsh last year. Says Big Light, and very nice. Says distracted, and the lead should be good with the Reds. Well, the Reds were dangerous last week. 9 minute and 14 should hold and hit. A try would be expected. And just notice I have a wee silver badge. You do. That means 3 months that you have been a member on the channel, Kurt. It has flown by. It's weird how quick this year's gone. Like, just thinking about it. It's 11/13. That's not the weird part, though. It's the 19th of the 5th. I swear we had New Year's like 2 weeks ago. Like me and George, we had just gone away to Wanaka. Now we've been to Harvey Norman like 10 times since then. And it's been absolutely fantastic. Currently on the way to Shetland. Shetland. That is in... Where is Shetland? That sounds Welsh, but I don't think it is it? So I'll drop your bubble. That's Darksky. And Hutch was super. Says Roof and go on the Blues. Says Big Light. That is going to be a successful conversion for the Blues now. They move up to 38 points to 19 ahead. Best thing is Shetland is go up or for up Healy. Unfortunately not taking place right now, but it's worth a Google. Up Healy. Wait, is Up Healy R? Is Healy R the name or is it Healy without the R? Solid work, Eric Plummer, Peter Feta, and Bodie injured. There's Nate, 6 minutes remaining in this contest. 19-point difference. If the Blues get themselves another try, they will walk away with the bonus point. 10 memes done. Now I can rest, says Junaid. So you have been flying with the memes, Junaid. So we have to review a few of them afterwards. If Tony is free, that is. Tony may not be available. We have to find out. And Plummer was filling in solid. His last performance has still got it, says the snooze. Now rolling more here for the Reds. Another advantage against the Blues. So that discipline's been letting them down in just the last little while, it would seem. A lot of penalties against them in the second half. Maybe as they start to get tired, starting to make a few more mistakes. Tom Liner kicks it in behind, bouncing for Sullivan, and they'll go back for the penalty. Right now for the Reds, I wouldn't think they'll want to take too much time getting this one down into the corner. Just trying to stop that chance of a Blues bonus point. Nice delayed. Sucks we can't see them. You will be able to see them very soon, though, Nate. I will be saving them all, and then we will be showing them all. Yeah, I can jump on. See Distracted Sports. We're going to have the... Does anyone ever call you the Tonester, Tony? We're going to have the Tonester on. Now, 5 minutes remaining. And 4 minutes remaining of the yellow card. Scotland, says Michael. I thought it sounded either Welsh or Scottish, but I thought Scotland was too obvious. Just because he loves Scotland, Kerr. D-Mac is pretty fab. There's Roof. Now, 10 metres out. In fact, 5 metres now. A couple more steps being taken. Shetland and Scotland. Sullivan, a menace. There's Big Light. Red's looking for this ball. It's trapped in there. The Blues doing well again. Up Hilliard. It's a Viking. Oh, okay. So it's all part of it. Up Hilliard. Viking Festival. The town spent all year building a Viking longboat. Viking war gear. Then at the end, they parade through the streets carrying the longboat full of tire. That is quite cool. Set the boat on fire as it floats out to sea. That seems sad. I get it. It's the appeal of it. But, like, that's a lot of effort for a boat to go onto fire, isn't it? Then I guess that's like a torch, one of those ones. You make all the effort of wrapping the cloth and whatnot around just to set it on fire. That would be quite cool to watch, I think. Not yet. We'll soon, buddy, Junaid. And also we have got their bonus point takes the Blues away from here, Hammy. How are they looking in the comp rounds or in the champ rounds? So that would take them up to second if they got the bonus point win here, I believe. So that would be quite handy, I would be thinking. What we'll quickly do is we will go like this again because we have to update the score slightly manually. I want to try Blues. So I assume that is the Jakarta Maita Vuki Nepkins one. Yeah, very handy individual. Looks like an injury here for Dane Zander, I think. Going to be going off the field. He's only been out there not too long. Waratahs versus the Fijian draw. That will be one of the games tomorrow. It's going to be taking place. That is at 9:35 p.m. New Zealand time. Also alongside that, there's going to be the game a bit earlier on between the Chiefs and the Hurricanes. That will be a very entertaining game of rugby. And the Force versus the Brumbies. It's the late night game for us here in New Zealand. Up to third with a bonus point. Win. Fourth otherwise. There's no. Oh, was that a live standing rather than a where they would be after this game? I thought that was the after the game. Oh, sorry, the live standing. Before the game, I should say. Now, Ofafunaki goes across to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck 10 metres out from the line. I should mention their own line here, the Blues. So, not looking like they're in a huge hurry here. Just putting a few defenders in the way. Harry Plummer kicks it into touch. 15 metres out. There's going to be another Blues defensive effort. Shouldn't there be a dead body burning on the boat? The far from the body keeps the fire going for longer. Or the fat from the body, I think that is. And 3 days drinking festival, as soon as it's over, they start preparations for the following year. Incredible community strength passed down through generations. Videos on YouTube. I think I'm going to have to give them a look, aren't I? Nice hands. It was out of nowhere, wasn't it? I didn't even explain what had happened. It's pretty much a try out the back line. The Reds go in for the corner, and that will now take away the chance of a Blues bonus point. Yeah, but mirroring the village idiot annually is frowned upon. You can't quite get away with that. 2023, can you? The Reds, fair play to them. They haven't given up in this contest, and now there's still a chance that they could get within 7 here. which would then get them the bonus point. Yeah, Reds get in. The comp is on the whole. Another level champ. It's solid works, Harry Potter, says Nate. And I saw a meme in the Discord. Did you? Gotta love a good meme every once in a while, don't we? Josh Fluke, very well done. So what we're going to do is we're quickly going to go to this corner. Are these all family-friendly memes? I'm seeing a couple cheeky ones. But, wow, that's a lot of memes. I'm going to save the images. Image PNG, wait up. We'll go like that. We'll have to get them just afterwards. And also we have got that, why don't you show us the game that you are watching, pretty much because I haven't got licensing rights. So what happens is the likes of a Sky or a Stan, they pay millions of dollars to be able to have exclusive rights of competitions. If anyone tries to break that, you get copyright infringement. You can get, I think it's a fine up to $25,000. You could end up in jail. And yeah, not ideal. So I do recommend, depending on where you are in the world, just going with the easiest broadcast option. You won't be able to see it for free just because there are no free options out there for these type of broadcasts, mainly because of the money that is spent. It's in case there is any bad language. This is a PG channel. Exactly right. We can't have the players swearing either. Like, imagine that. That would be, that would be a scary sight. It's solid win. Blues, thank you, Amish. Excellent as always, says Stephen. Thank you very much, mate. And also underrated tradition, if you ask me, says Grant. Right, 1 minute remaining. Oh no, one of the knees. He's trying to walk and it's just not quite working, unfortunately, for I guess C, I believe it is. Also, or you can donate $1 million to the Kiwi Lads. We'll cover you. Says Blues Nate there. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I said the other day that maybe I should just find like the randomest league in the world that I can find. Like some random table tennis or random something so that I can show footage and not get struck. And then we can just talk about it as it's happening. Reds are better than I thought, improving. Missed the first half for Hamish. How many kicks did this Reds team miss? I believe he was four from 6 now or something along. Oh, no, he might. Oh, no, that's a rough pass. Anton Stegner picks it up, and Taufa Funaki at the end of the contest gets another try. Oh, now that's a bit inappropriate. See, that's why we don't show the game, because he just did a crotch chop, and that is referring to his penis, and we can't have that. That is going to be the last-minute try from the Blues. Come on, the Reds score one more time. They did. They listened to you, big lot. That was poor, unfortunately, and then they just managed to get themselves over the lines. The thing is, if you don't win the final now, Taufa Funaki, you look like a bit of a knob, Just saying, you got to go all the way. That'll probably get him cited. That's the funny thing. Like, Artie Savia's was a bit worse, but yeah, the crotch shot, people will be like, oh, that's bad sportsmanship. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to tell the crowd to suck it. There are children out there. I was like, suck it, says Janine. He told them to suck it, yes. The DX crotch shot. Oh, that's a knock on. Is it? No, the rest said, no, we want to see one more play right at the end of the contest. What we'll quickly do is we'll go like this so the scoreboard updates. There we go, got a hit in the mummy daddy button. Or got hit in the mummy daddy button. He told the crowd, yeah, he did. He just looked straight at the crowd and went, have that. Pants, Suncorp, or paints, Suncorp Stadium Blues. Hi, Amelia, are you doing well? Says Roof. Stolen by the Blues. They might get 50 here. Tell you, it's forward. Or was it? It might be all right, but if they score this, okay, Liner's back there. He just forces it dead. That'll be the end of the game, ladies and gents. And the Blues walk away from this game with 4 points. Who did it? It was Taufa Funaki, the man who normally gets like 5 minutes throughout a season, is now the big man, telling the crowd to go and suck on an appendage. If that happened in league, no one would care. Yeah, that's true. They actually, didn't they have a thing for a while in league how it was like, if you have a good celebration, do it and we'll judge you for it? Or it was a wicket taking in cricket. Like, oh, people would do like, or they try to do like backflips and stuff. And massive hiding from the Satyrs needed to step up tonight, says Blues Nate. But yeah, a little bit more one-sided than I thought it would be by the end. of the contest. Quite hard to talk while swallowing. Banter. Now a man who knows a thing. No, I can't do that. I was going to a man who knows a thing or two about swallowing wine. It's Tony from Distracted Sports.
How
Hello,
dare you?
Tony.
How
Wasn't that
dare
a
you?
brilliant transition, wasn't it?
You can go suck on an appendage, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the old D-Generation X
was.
crotch job at the end. Yeah, a little bit uncalled for. You're winning the game by a lot. You're the third string halfback getting an opportunistic try off a German. Yeah, and it wasn't like there's a lot of like hatred towards the Queenslanders. Wasn't the crowd were getting into him?
No, it was
just
this is the first thing that came to mind, wasn't it?
It was opportunistic. He just stood up and was like, "This is the perfect chance to do a crotch chop." And there was like someone eating their chips, going, "What? I don't want to suck his dick, but do I have to?" You know, yeah.
What a great
wow.
quote. That's the thing. He's probably been waiting since he's a child to be able to crotch chop someone in a formal setting. You know, because like people do it at school, don't they? Back in the day, they used to do the crotch chop, get detentions and whatnot.
What do you mean? What do you mean in a formal setting? That sounds so weird. I've been waiting to crotch chop somebody in a formal setting.
Well, you know, like when you've been practicing on the, like some people do like the bow and arrow, don't they, or something like that.
There was the Israel Adesanya, but that was the Pereiro big knockout, which was magnificent, really. But yeah, the crotch drop in a formal setting. When you say that, it makes me think that someone's going to go to like the king's coronation and like instead of like, it would have been great. The person putting the crown on his head just drops it in front of him and just goes, "Suck it!" Like that would have been a crotch chop in a formal setting. That would have been legendary.
He would have probably been assassinated. Unfortunately, that
wow, fuck, he would have gone down as a legend in my book. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, suck on an appendage is the positively upper class British expression.
Suck on an appendage, you blighter. Yeah, look, the Blues got the job done. How's that?
It was good.
I thought they played pretty well. I think the Reds would have come into that with a fair bit of confidence off the back of what had happened the week before, taking out the unbeaten Chiefs. So they would have said, well, we're just taking out the Chiefs. There's no reason why we can't take out the Blues at home. So the Blues, and I think that for the Reds' credit, they didn't really go away, but they were just outclassed, especially in the back line. Whoa! Rugby analysis.
I thought something happened there. I thought you were having a meltdown or something.
Just a slight little aneurysm or something. Yeah, no. I was just surprised.
I think the handling for the Reds really let them down. Like any chance they almost had to get going, they just didn't get going. You know.
Yeah. You know who I like? I like Bryce Heem. I think he looks good, doesn't he? Yeah. What do you think of?
Class act.
Yeah, he does everything right. I think his career has been negatively impacted by the presence of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Been stuck behind him in the pecking order throughout, the last couple of years. And whenever he's come on, he seems to have made every post a winner, and he looked really threatening every time he touched the ball in this particular game. Dave, how big King Charlie's initiates things with Camilla? Oh, yeah, that is definitely. All right, yeah, gotcha.
Took me a little while. We got 2 words for you. No, yeah, suck it. That sounds.
Suck it. Okay, have we got some memes to look at? Is that what we're meant to be doing?
We got 10 memes stacked one after the other.
Woo!
Great memes.
If there's not at least 3 insulting me, I'm going to be disappointed.
I think you're going to be happy because the first one already kind of is.
Insulting.
So, that's good news. But while we're at it, while we're getting those up, Kerr has asked, who's your picks for the 2 European finals? So one game is Glasgow-Toulon. The other game is Leinster-La Rochelle.
Toulon and Leinster. Sorry, Glasgow fans.
Kerr is a Glasgow fan, Tony. See, that's not the right choice.
Well, I'd be happy if Glasgow win, but I think that Toulon's the more likely. Where has it been played, that game?
It's a neutral ground, I believe. I think it's Is it an island? I think it's in Dublin.
Is
Oh.
Van der Veer or Van der Flair? If you say too long,
Oh,
I'm
you've
stopping
blown that one,
donations.
Tony. It's my main
Sorry.
income at the moment.
So you, Kerr, Mr. Boatman, you don't have to send any donations to Distracted Sports. It's absolutely fine. I am fine with that. You're no worries with me. I don't really give anyone any opportunities to give me donations. To be fair, I've done 2 live streams in my career. I feel like you've done a fair few more than 2.
Just a couple more, I'd say. Like, yeah,
half a dozen.
It's weird that it's almost, I think, a couple thousand.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of shit. Well, no, for the most part, you're calling the game, don't you? You get to call the game pretty accurately when it's you on your own, and then you do quite a remarkable job actually trying to engage with the chat at the same time. But when George is with you, it's not so much. It's not quite. It's more mates. It's a little bit more of a mates hanging out vibe. Sorry, Kerr. I apologize. Shame on me. I do apologize.
I have noticed that the dynamic is different when it's me and George or when it's me and, like, even our halftime chats are slightly different, I think you'd say, but they're different sometimes in a good way.
Well, I thought, gee, I'm pretty keen to push the boat out and to get a little bit controversial, but I pushed it on him a little bit, and all of a sudden we're having a conversation about his relationship with a prostitute, and I was thinking, holy shit, how did we get here? You know?
Yeah, you don't push George in a let's be truthful scenario, because you will get some very truthful stuff, you know.
No, good for him.
Yeah.
Truthful man.
So
tell me more. Okay, so tell me more about this woman you're hitting on at the bowling alley. Tell me all about this situation.
Well, I don't know if I was hitting on her per se. There was just, there was a bit of something.
Per se, yeah.
Per se, there's just a little bit of something, But then she was holding a child at the time, like sleeping, so it felt weird,
Was she definitely? Do you know if she was single or not?
Well, I don't know. No, I didn't get that far in asking.
Okay, but you just felt a little bit flirty.
A little bit flirtatious, yes, but I think that's just because I was.
What was it about it that was flirty? Was she just sort of giving you the eye a little bit?
Well, she just kept on coming over to chat, really, while they were bowling and whatnot. She'd just come over, have another chat about stuff, and a couple jokes here and there. Whoopsies, that's the wrong one. That was Lydia in your knob drawer.
Why is Lydia You're opening a drawer? Okay, all right.
I'm just quickly getting these next memes ready.
Okay, so she kept on coming over for a chat. So she was hot for the D. Is that basically what you're saying?
No, I think she wanted free bowling.
Is that what they call it these days? Right, I got you.
Would you like to see a picture of some wieners?
Whoa. There's
some of that.
Yeah, what was that? Was that like wieners and sauerkraut?
It was. What a guess that is. Brilliantly done, Tony. I didn't know what sauerkraut was, so of course what you do on a stream is you Google it. And you learn. I'm thoroughly impressed with your knowledge of
sauerkraut,
of fermented vegetables.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've really prided myself on my ability to identify pickled vegetables and fermented vegetables.
And also, the question is, was it her baby? I don't know. See, it was a group of kids, like for like maybe a birthday party or something. So she might have just ended up with the child holding it.
Maybe. Did you ask for a number?
No, because that wouldn't have been professional on my second day there.
Dude, you work at a bowling alley.
No, I don't anymore. You see.
What happened? What happened to the bowling alley gig?
Pretty much, right? I'll have to explain it a little bit, right?
You're too good for bowling alleys?
Well, pretty much. The original plan was to get me in as like a videographer, like do a couple like ads for them and whatnot, like promote their business. Then somehow that became I was working cleaning bowling balls and whatnot. So then we had a chat, and it was like, that he was like, we didn't really sign you up to work in the bowling alley, did we? And I was like, no, you didn't. I hold a camera. Like,
yeah. But here I am polishing balls.
Was
it a bad gig?
It was all right. Like, I enjoyed it. The people there, well, some of them might watch the stream, so I'll keep a hush-hush. But I can see why they need promotion. That's all I'm going to say.
They need the company. Well, everyone needs promotion.
Mm.
So you're saying they were inbred? Is that basically what you're saying of the
I
people
wouldn't
who
say
work
that,
there?
although there were quite a few who were related. But,
Yeah, okay, it's like a
But
little
yes.
Tasmania.
But then also when I got sick that other week, when I had my cold, I had to take 3 days off. And then he was like, but also...
I wasn't aware of that. I may have been out of the country.
No. I was
Sorry,
still
you were
live streaming, though, even though I was like, ugh.
Why are you doing that, you dumb bastard? Sorry to call you a dumb bastard. My
Oh,
apologies.
that's all right. I accept it.
Why am I in a little corner?
Do you want to be bigger, Tony? Do you?
I'm a little.
You want to be a big boy? There you go. How about that? Now we're really thin.
Yeah. That's very much not very accurate for me. No, actually, I didn't mind the little corner. I can hang out in the little corner. Should we go back? What are your other options we got here?
I can give you that.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. It is the Kiwi lads. You should be the bigger guy. What would you What would it be? What would be the name of your channel if you changed it from the Kiwi lads?
Well, fun fact: we used to be called the Musketeers.
Right.
Because at school it used to be the Three Musketeers and Hamish, and then I got myself in the group. I wedged in there. I showed them my appendage.
The Musketeers and Hamish.
Yeah.
That must have been a little bit of so they were an established crew, and you were like the new guy somehow.
They were, yeah. So they all went to the same primary school. I came in from another primary school. I was like, hey lads, who wants a chicken burger? And George, yes. And then that's kind of how it started.
Right.
And that's not even joking. That's kind of the system that I went with. I bought their love.
Well, that's the way to do it, mate. That's the path to love. Streaming through sickness, 20 pounds. Man, fuck, this guy Kirk gives you some serious cash. Good on you, Kirk. Keep it up, bro.
He's a great bloke.
What a legend.
That's the thing. I don't have a week. Well, I don't have a job for the next 2 weeks, you see, because Dad's away in Fiji playing golf, and I normally work with him. So I'm unemployed.
Your parents are having a dirty couple of weeks, are they?
Maybe.
An absolute fuckfest in Fiji. Is that?
Well, you see, Dad's going to be playing with quite a few balls.
Oh, he's playing golf over there.
He's playing golf, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Got it. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk about your parents' sex life. I apologize.
Right. We'll talk about yours very soon. But
my father passed away. That would be inappropriate.
No, I was talking about your sex life, buddy.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. We'll have to talk about that. Well, yeah.
It's weird though, because I know Lydia, and Lydia kind of likes me, so that would be a weird scenario.
Exactly. Don't offend her.
No, I'm supposed to go stay at your house at some stage.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's right. Hey, where are these memes, motherfucker? Sorry.
Okay, I got them here. No, that's all right.
Yeah.
Swearing's fun. Oh, but yeah, pretty much. So I was sick for that week, and then they were like, we feel you could be a bit unreliable due to being sick. So yeah.
Oh, so
but then it was not really, because I was like to them first, I was like, I'm not a bowling alley assistant, when he was like, because the contract was completely different. It was like, you're going to have to get your bar license. You're going to have to do a management course. And I was like, mate, I was going to film you like a 5-second bowling ad.
They tried to get you on board for the whole lot.
Hook, line, on. We're over this side. Hang on.
Geez. That's okay.
Hang on. Booyah.
All right.
We're good to go. Meme Central, ladies and gentlemen. Hippo Sports. Yeah, we've got a thing about hippos, Tony. Do you know any hippo facts before we get into this?
Very aggressive. They're responsible for a lot of deaths.
Yes.
Human deaths. Can move a lot quicker than you think.
Yes.
That's the extent of my hippo knowledge.
That's some pretty good hippo knowledge.
Thanks, man. Was that all accurate?
Yeah, it was. You've done well. But yeah, we learn all about hippos, and see, Kurt, he likes to donate a hippo emoji type super sticker, you see.
Wow.
And then they kind of slowly became more and more popular. I think we were talking about hippos, though, before we learned that he could do a hippo sticker. But there's one of a robot turning, or like a chair gaming turning into a robot. It's like sick.
So we've got some hippo memes coming up. Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe.
All right, let's see.
First of all, first meme of the day.
Are these
from
all Junaid?
Junaid.
Suck it. Suck on my appendage. Very
So
good.
these are all Junaid style.
How does he get them done so quickly?
I don't know. The man's whoopsies. It's not a rain delay. We're here.
There we are.
The
This is
man
no
just
mystery rain.
fires on all cylinders. I think's the
he
best
seems
way
to.
of describing it.
Mm.
Well, Kerr, your appendage is very busy today. Jeez, Roof, calm down. Generosity galore. He's tapping them in with his. No, I can't say that, can I?
Yeah.
Well, I
you say
can. We've
whatever
said
you
it a
want.
few times. His
Yeah, it's your channel.
appendage. Yeah.
It's tab-
And Kerr is a good guy. Wish Glasgow well. Behave, Tony. Drink hard. Oh, no, drink Hardy's wine. Not that strong.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thanks for everyone's concern, though.
Hippos have 3 stomachs.
Who's got 3 stomachs?
A hippo.
Wow. Love a hippo fact. Love a hippo fact.
There you go.
Sorry, that was a little creepy.
Oh, that felt weird in my eardrums, you know.
Sorry,
Right
Dave.
down the socket. Right next meme. It's a full screen
I'm
one. So
sorry, I didn't mean to go right down the plug hole.
That's okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's the only plug hole you're going right down, we're fine. Next
All right.
meme. We're going to disappear. There we go. Tony. Well, this is garbage. You actually. Can you do a groove voice?
Yeah, it is actually, it is garbage. It is absolute dog shit. It's
Just
like
groove talk.
Like, especially, I think maybe there was like half a season, maybe the first 1.5 seasons of the you talk sticker. I don't know, but it like it's
like this.
You like this garbage?
It's kind of half Russian.
Yeah,
not
something
quite.
like that. Yeah, it is absolute dog shit. It's like the worst kind of canned laughter sitcom, absolute bullshit, regurgitating the same fucking crappy bullshit motherfucking dog shit jokes
Hey,
that
now,
make you
now.
want to punch yourself in the nuts. Fuck me, honestly.
So,
like,
question.
awful.
You
Or
like-
it was terrible stuff. Terrible, awful. Like the lowest common denominator. Sorry,
Do you like
everybody who likes it.
Friends, though.
I was a kid when Friends was on, and I think Friends had a little bit more nuance than The Big Bang Theory had like 2 jokes. Like, we're smart guys, we do smart things, and we like it's just this. The characters just made this, the same things over and over again. There was no real. I don't know. I didn't really. Whenever I watched it, I was just like, just somebody please shoot me. Like, my advice to you: go watch The Big Bang Theory without a laugh track, and you'll realize that everything they're saying is just fucking stupid. Like, it's not actually funny. Like, nothing is. Like, anyway, people who obviously people like it, so that's good. They made millions and millions and millions of dollars, so there must be something to it. Maybe I'm just being an absolute hater, which it sounds like I am. Yeah.
First time in the European final, so happy with that achievement in itself. Are they growing well? So regardless of the outcome, happy with Glasgow performance this year. Yeah, I absolutely destroyed them in their last match, Tony. First game of Glasgow that I covered, Kerr was here. They played their worst game of rugby they had in ages and got knocked out in the quarterfinals of the URC.
What competition are they in right now?
This is the European Challenge Cup. Compared to the Champions Cup. So pretty much that's all the other teams that get certain rankings, and then
so it's like the Europa League.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
I think Tony might not like Big Bang Theory. I'm starting to get that feeling as well, just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how you picked
Last
that up.
meme, he's done another meme.
Oh, wow.
On fire. We're only made our way through 2. Here's one with Tulfa Funaki.
Yeah,
that is a good one.
Good. Yeah.
Old HHH, eh?
Yeah.
All Levesque.
All right. Next up, what do we got?
Next one, Family Guy.
Hamish Amelia remark. I don't quite get that one. I don't think I ever. I don't think I have an inferiority Meg complex. To you three. Do you think I do?
I mean, you've got the hat.
I do have the hat. I don't have the glasses. Meg and I both have solid beards. But yeah, I don't. I'm not one of your stronger ones, Junaid. I think for my money, like I like the. Don't get me wrong. I do not mind me being insulted. I just don't get this one as much. Do you get it? Does it feel like it rings true in any way?
I think it's like when you have the oopsies. Hang on, I accidentally switched it. I think it's like that case of like I think what he's saying in that scenario is you're all like dick jokes, and we're all like rugby's on. Yes, rugby.
All right, so you guys are all right. Okay, all right, very good, very good, very good. Wow.
Right. Would you like to read the big man or the little man part?
I'll read the little man. Wow, how did you get like that?
Every time Tony makes a dick joke, damn it. I read like thousands of messages and I butcher one.
Okay, we'll do it again. Wow, how did you get like that?
Every time Tony makes a dick joke, I do one push-up.
Everyone in the chat. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yeah, to be fair, there's quite a few. I think that's you without a shirt on, isn't it, Tony?
Yeah, that is, but that guy has a terrible crotch downstairs operation, really. For all his muscles, he couldn't get a penis, sadly.
Sometimes you're unlucky, aren't you? Next one, speaking of lucky, look at this sugar mama on the right.
George's preference. Whoa. All right. So he's in love with Margot Robbie, who is a stone cold fox. And you're more into a bit of flappy vagina. Is that what
the thing is, though, it's almost the opposite. George at the
I'm
moment
hang
is
in my
going
little
through.
Slot. I can't see you. I'm not on getting your little slot.
Hello.
Hey, man, okay,
George lately, he likes a MILF.
Your face is right next to Margot Robbie's ass, which is the closest you're ever going to get. Whereas mine is actually just very close to this old lady's ear.
Well, you have to be close. She might not have her hearing aids in.
Right, I got you.
I want you to suck the popsicle. But yeah, George is going through his MILF stage at the moment. He's quite keen on an older lady.
Is he?
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, George.
It's okay. He doesn't watch these.
What's this? You know how it's indigenous? What the fuck? What's the name of oh, that's crazy.
The indigenous round, is it?
No, you know what's the name of the halfback from the Queensland Reds?
Tate McDermott.
He just signed some young lady's forehead.
Huh.
Yeah, interesting. So it's indigenous round in the NRL, but there was a very long sort of and quite intense welcome to country. I'm not opposed to welcome to country. I think it's a great thing. But was it just because of the indigenous round in the NRL? Was it just to match that? Or what was just seemed a little odd that was at the same time?
The thing is, the Reds seem to do it most weeks, don't they?
Do they?
With the welcome to country. Yeah, when it's a New Zealand team playing in Australia, that seems to be their thing. But yeah, because is it like a indigenous? Did you just like whack into your guitar or something there, buddy?
No, my chair hit the stand of my microphone, and it all like reverberated through the stand into the microphone itself and made like a boom. Yep, something like that.
I can understand that. Oh, my guitar's over there, but she's about as out of tune as can be.
You know the thing about guitars, you can tune them.
Yeah, but I'm not good at tuning them. I always wait for Isaac to tune mine.
Why don't you just get a freaking... I just use a tuner app on my phone most of the time.
Oh.
See, look.
Good idea. YouTube has everything and whatnot nowadays, don't they?
No, a tuner app on your phone.
Yeah, but like in general, you know, I'm going to be doing some ironing while my parents are away.
Let's do... Can we do an experiment?
Tune me.
Can we do an experiment?
Yeah.
Can we try and tune your guitar through my phone?
Absolutely. I'm going to get that now, Tony.
Yeah, let's do it.
You entertain the peeps, okay? Your moment.
All right, everybody.
Jokes.
All right. Kerr, we love your money. Keep it coming, buddy. Appreciate it very much. Everybody else, give us some cash. When I say us, I don't mean me. I'm not going to see any money. But boy, oh boy, does Hamish work hard. He is every day, every night, 18 hours a day sometimes, streaming great content for you guys. So give the motherfucker some money. I know he's ugly, but he deserves it. There he is. Hey.
Nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Okay, so play your E. No, nobody wants to hear.
I'll have to change
lady.
my settings.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. I've told it to not automatically adjust my mic volume, so you should be able to hear this. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. My E. Do you want the top E or the little E?
The top E.
Here we go. Is it picking it up?
Oh, hold on. You need to play it loud. Where's it? Okay, play it again.
It would seem to not be picking it up.
Play it again.
It's because it's an electric as well, so she's not as loud. I'll have to do it in my own time, won't I? What is the next game we are chatting through? I believe the next game is actually, it's a shame that I can't cover Toulon versus Glasgow, but I don't want to jinx them. But also, that's when my parents are heading off to the old Fiji.
Why can't you cover it? Why can't you cover it?
They'll be leaving at that same stage.
Oh, your parents.
Bye. Yes. So I'm going to look up ironing tutorials on YouTube.
Are you going to get teary when mummy and daddy leave?
Get what?
You're going to get teary when mummy and daddy leave?
No, they'll be back.
Are you enjoying having like bachelor? Are you going to throw a little party in your house?
I'm going to get all of the women that I talk to around to the house.
Oh.
So it will just be me.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Tony.
No worries. Well, come on, dude. We got to get you some. So what? Walk me through. Okay. It sounds as I reckon the fucking bowling alley was actually a little bit of a gold mine there. You could have definitely got some. Why didn't you? You've got to get out there. You can't. This is the hardest way possible to meet a woman is through the chat function, where 99.9% of the people in your chat are men, and
who know woman.
Who know woman. They know woman, but they're not woman. Yeah, not a lot. Yeah, so that's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough old ask. So I think that would have been a little bit of an avenue for you. Just for the lady side. Did you think about that aspect of it? Can you go back? Is it the door open or not?
No, probably not. Oh, for the bowling. I mean, I probably could have, but it's half an hour away as well. So I was like, I had to travel there.
Fuck off. Live in Auckland, South Island.
The thing is, with
cock.
Like,
it's half. Like if you tell somebody in Auckland you have to travel half an hour to work, they're like, "Oh, sweet, it's nice to know."
Like, I could work like 1 minute away.
Yeah, but
it's
half an hour away. It's not that far. Like it's what is it? Like it's not a big deal.
2 windscreens from the travel. Scary times. Like the roads are shocking. Oh, Hamish's sugar daddy fun. So this is for me to tell the ladies, hey, I got a guy who owns a cruise ship.
Right. Yeah, Kira's really good, man.
Yes. He's gonna make me be able to afford a cruise ship ticket.
He literally pays your wages.
He does.
Yeah. Can somebody else jump on and try and match Kerr? I try and shuffle you a few shekels now and then.
I know you do. And that's even when you were going away, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, your service is appreciated. Yeah, I jumped on a couple of your streams. Not jump on the stream like this, but I was in the chat a couple of times in Malaysia. It was quite cool actually because I was in there and you were like doing your 3 o'clock in the morning games, which I would never usually be on, but it was like freaking 10 o'clock at night. It was fine, you know. Good.
I think the thing is, those streams are always when we're a bit more, if you don't mind me saying, a bit more rowdy, Tony. You know, we get a bit more lit while we're on those late night ones.
They are late night litness.
We have free funds, Sugar Daddy, Auckland, and Channel Improvement. We do. So the Sugar Daddy on £10, I believe Auckland on £50.
£50?
Yeah.
He gives you 50 quid.
He did. He's a very generous man. That's the hippo emoji one.
Wow.
Because I don't donate much, just showing appreciation. Well, it is heaps to me, Kerr. You know, like you've funded quite a bit. Oh, no, Tony's frozen. No, he's back now. Like,
you froze on me for a second, to be honest. Yeah, so remember, like, there's been a couple of times where I have been the Kiwi lads, you know, where there was one with Mark and I. I'm sorry that Mark and I jumped on a stream. We did a stream last week, and I kept on thinking to myself, about now I'll probably get a text from Hamish telling me to get onto a thing. And I was like, oh, he hasn't texted. And I woke up and I was like, oh, fuck, he did. Oh, shit, I'm a terrible person.
Did you see George in your chat for half a second?
No. What did he do?
He snuck in and he was...
I don't really pay attention because it's not my channel. It's 2 Cents' channel. I'm just on the fucking stream. And then what did he do? He just jumped on and...
He just said hi and... Oh, he pretty much just said, Tony, get over to our stream. He was calling out Junaid because he knows that Junaid... he has a weird thing with Junaid.
Why?
Pretty much because Junaid makes memes over here and then he makes memes and donates over on 2 Cents. So George goes, Junaid, I see you.
That's it. Don't be so possessive, George.
George has he wants his toys in his cot, you know.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he makes some interesting memes. I don't know how he manages to churn them out so quickly.
He's incredible when it comes to like finding a picture that suits it as well. Yeah. We've got a £50 donation.
No, wow.
For fun, just in case.
Jeez,
so thank you very much, Kerr.
Because I've been on a lot of these streams. How long? Yeah.
He's a 3-month member. He said a nice shiny silver.
3-month member. All right. He's a little fucking gold one. Jeez, nice work, man. That's really good. Your Kerr, that's very good of you. But come on, other people. Be like Kerr.
The thing with Kerr as well is anytime it donates to the pink, my face almost for the first like few seconds of seeing it does match the pink. So I'm like a chameleon, you know?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, it is really appreciated because at the end of the day, the amount of effort and energy you're putting into here, it's obviously because you love it and you enjoy it, but it is work. It is hard. Like it takes a lot of energy and effort for what you're doing. So yeah. Bloody good stuff here. You're the man. Any more memes? Are we done for memes?
We have got more memes, yes.
All right, let's get through these memes.
Do not stop.
I've got to get through these memes because I've got to go, man. It's Lydia's birthday in 3 minutes, so let's get through this.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wish you a happy birthday.
Hamish talks about TBBT. What is TBBT?
TBBT. The Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory. Are you stupid? Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Next one.
Yes. Did you know? That's good.
Good old George. Eh? Oh, here's a pretty saucy one, Tony. Don't let your missus see you looking at this pic.
Yeah. Memes.
Do you know how much money George would pay to be Leonardo DiCaprio in that scenario?
Yeah, well, he's got a long way to go.
He does. Holy moly, Kirk.
What's he done? Holy fuck, knuckle. Jeez Louise. That's it. Wow, man, that's a lot of money.
It's like my brain just goes boom and it goes chameleon.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Thank you so much, Kerr, on behalf of Hamish, who can't speak at the moment.
Oh, I like how you're the one who has to thank him because I'm just sitting here just trying to re-get him myself.
That's very kind of you. What is that? That's about £50 about $100, so that's about $200. Yeah.
Yes.
And then obviously tax and all that shit. But wow, man, Kerr, you're a fucking legend. Legend.
Yes, hit the big button. I don't even know they did £100.
With the only times where I've donated like a decent amount of money, like over $20, is when I've been hammered as fuck, and I'm not hammered as fuck, but high in the joys of the Holy Spirit, should we say? And I've just been like, Hamish is a good guy. I'll give him $50. You know, that's like the only times. Man, it's maybe like 3 or 4 times I've ever done that. But like this guy is just like bang, 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 bang. It's quite incredible. What a dude. What a dude.
And this is a bit closer to the face color. Yeah, it was. It was very close. Right. Thank you very much, Kerr, once again.
What a dude.
Channel Improvement Fund, he said. just so we cover all bases today. Well, you
I
certainly
put out a
done
video
just
on my channel, by the way. I don't often. I'm very lazy. Well, not lazy. It's just my shit takes ages. I put out. Did you see? I put out a video, an actual video.
I did not yet. I actually looked at your channel yesterday or the day before, though, because I saw that you did the latest podcast on there.
I did the latest podcast, but then today I put out a video for the best and worst converts from league to union.
Ah, okay. I like it.
Oh, dude, one thing I wanted to talk to you about. I want to do some videos, but then I'm like, oh shit, is that a Hamish's idea? You talked to me about it yonks ago about
Oh, it's
why
a secret off-camera stuff.
Oh, okay, I won't talk about it then. All
right. Just so that if it isn't, then I still have that idea up the sleeve, you know.
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, if you don't do it, it would irritate the fuck out of me, though.
I think if I would give you the rights to be able to do it, because I don't mind you.
All right, okay. All right. Well, look, let's get off. I've got to go soon because I've got to go upstairs on the girl's birthday, like literally the second, so I've got to roll. But my man,
she's still awake.
Who's still awake?
Your missus.
My missus, yeah, she's still. When I said partner, everyone thinks I'm a homosexual. Yeah. You know, she is still awake, Lydia. You've seen her. You've met her. Well,
yes.
Not met her.
Can I play a happy birthday on my guitar? Or is she not keen? It was how many burpees? Oh, that's 1,000,000 burpees, Kerr. She's going to be a tough one to get up and down that many times.
Wait a second. I'm calling.
Ringing her.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. If she picks up, she's a secret, isn't she? No one knows what she looks like.
Yeah. She may not answer. She's not answering. I know she's on.
Imagine, I was going to say, imagine not getting answered when she's in the other room.
Oh, hello, darling. It's your birthday. Oh, you're on the live stream right now. Hamish wants to play you happy birthday on his guitar. You want to put some clothes on? You want to put some clothes on?
Some clothes on, jeez.
Okay, you don't want to. Okay, fine. Okay, go. Ready?
Although, to be fair, she won't be. Hello? Oh, she just bolted.
She bolted. All right, darling, you there? Where'd you gone? Okay, just play it. You just want to hear it.
Ready?
You want to hear it. All right, ready? Here we go.
No pressure, right?
All right.
No. No. Can she not hear it? It's probably tell her it was perfect.
It was perfect.
There were no mistakes.
It was wild. He had a little panic attack in the middle because he missed the note, but it was wonderful. Take it from me. It was beautiful.
I'll watch the replay.
You'll watch the replay. Okay. Is there anything you want to say? You want to say to your man crush, Hamish?
Yeah, old mate Hamish.
Oh mate Hamish.
Oh mate Hamish.
Love your work, Hamish.
Love your work.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Have a good day.
Ask her how old she's turning.
I don't think you're allowed to ask a woman that, are you?
Yeah. What are you turning?
She hung up on.
You're turning 22. What are you?
She younger than...
No, she's not turning 22.
You're a student.
Right. No. All right, darling. I'll see you in a sec. Bye.
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 Is it halftime? It is full time, Sam.
It's full time. She
was
she was on it for a moment, wasn't she? And then she was like, because I was like, "You sure you want to go?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, then I put it on. She was like, "Fuck this!" I think she thought we were off the internet at the time. All right, mate. That was beautiful. Thank you very much for wishing Lydia a happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hopefully you got something nice planned. Subway cookie or two.
Yeah, hopefully Subway cookie or two. Maybe. Fucking geez, I'm sure Kerr does pretty well for his missus. Boy, oh boy.
She gets to join him on some of the cruise ships.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Grant. I appreciate that. Tony's done well. Yes. And I punched above my weight. My weight.
You're funny though. You know, you're a funny bloke.
Funny looking.
Look at this beautiful specimen right there.
New chatters? What? I don't understand that one either, I'm afraid.
Well, pretty much they see your face and they leave is what you say.
Oh, right. Okay, got you. New chatters. Right, I got you. Gotcha.
Yes.
Janae memes. 2 cents. Yeah, so he doesn't like you guys making memes for 2 cents. He wants to.
Because
wants
he's
some more
being
for himself.
cheated on.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Strange behavior, George. Strange behavior.
I'm
All right.
losing my voice.
All right, brother. I'm gonna have to cruise. Love you and leave you.
Alrighty, have fun.
I do need to talk to you though.
We will talk. You want to come on live stream tomorrow night? We'll have
I can't
bit of
tomorrow
chat.
night. I'm actually going out for dinner with the girl because of
Oh yeah,
birthdays
because
and
it's
shit.
still her birthday. Yeah, that's the way time works.
That's the way it works. That's the way it works. You got it.
Oh well, we'll have a catch up at some stage though. I'm sure
Yeah.
in the near future. Well, see you
right, honey
later.
bun.
Thanks for coming on. Did you call me honey bun?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you mean?
All right,
to?
mate. See you, mate. I'm gonna go.
So yeah, bye
All
bye.
right.
Later, Tony. Tony's gone, ladies and gents. And followed by an appendage. Says Kurt. Cheer, bro. Go Kiwi. I go the Satyrs. See you, Sam. And also we have got there. You think that? Before her birthday this year, I bought her a Zimmer frame. Says Kurt. Yes. Well, it has been quite an eventful stream, ladies and gentlemen. My face has returned to its normal colour. Kerr, you might have had something to do with that. With your generosity. We've had plenty of memes. Thanks to some of the meme. Yeah, we've still got a few more to get through, don't we, Janae? At some stage in the future. Yeah, it's the match was all right overall. I think the Reds, they did well at times. They had those handling errors, which kind of hurt them quite a bit. The Blues able to win it without the bonus point, getting themselves 4 in this one. But quickly before we go, the live streams that we have got tomorrow. I believe at this stage, if George has the day off work, he will want to do something in the afternoon. So the first live stream that we should have is Chiefs versus Hurricanes. That will be at 7:05 p.m. New Zealand time. After that one, we have got the Waratahs taking on the Fijian Draw. That is the other game. Was there a game on Cisco? Yeah, some stage, I think. We're up to 2 hours 31 though, so we are currently past midnight moment here in New Zealand. But time flies when you're having fun. I'll be honest, that first game, Moana Pacific Crusaders, wasn't the greatest game we've seen for Super Rugby. So it was nice to have this game and also have Tony on for this one as well. Your pick for the champs? I mean, the Chiefs, now that they've lost, are going to be a dangerous beast when they get back to full strength. So they'll be one to watch. But you've also got a couple other good sides. Crusaders, like you mentioned, the Blues, if they can get it right and that discipline's down. Brumbies as well. Maybe a decent chance of going somewhere in this one. And Kerr's donos, my memes equal things for sure, says Junaid. Yeah, they certainly both brought me to be speechless at times. Kakite Hamish, can't wait for the game of the season tomorrow, says Big Light. So I assume that is the Chiefs game up against the Canes. So yeah, we will be live 7:05 p.m. New Zealand time, followed by the Fijian Draw versus the Waratahs. And then throughout the night, we have got more live streams. We have got the Champions Cup final between La Rochelle and Leinster. We have got sevens that will be taking place. I believe tomorrow in total we'll have about maybe 8 live streams, somewhere around there. I haven't actually quite looked at the sevens ones that we are doing, but we have got quite a few just around the corner that we will be covering on the channel as well. So anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Canes, says Kerr. Hopefully they do all right up against top of table Chiefs. And yeah, hopefully your Glasgow boys tomorrow, 7 hours time, they end up going well and all have chances. Touche, cheers. Says Sam there, no worries at all. And yeah, hopefully we will see you a little bit later on. Just got another update of a stolen hair clip from the little ones crying, mate. Just missed a good beer, says the snooze. Another stolen hair clip. That's unlucky, the snooze. I saw that earlier on you mentioned about the netball being playing. And I remember when I was in primary school, here's controversy, there was a big container full of buttons to use for arts and crafts and whatnot. I actually grabbed one of those buttons and put it in my pocket. There were thousands of these buttons. I grabbed one, took it home, felt that bad, returned it the next day. But for a second, I was a thief. Enjoy, got to run. See you for the next one. And once again, Kurt, thank you very much for your generosity on the stream. Hugely appreciate it. It's going to get me to Auckland by the looks of it some stage in the relatively near future. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, you thief, says Grant in there. Yeah, but I couldn't do it. So I put it back afterwards as well. But yeah, those live streams, they will be scheduled in about an hour's time or so you know exactly when we are going live. I remember stealing lunch from school. I once gave another kid my apple because he didn't have any lunch. And I thought I was doing a good thing. Then he grabbed the apple and threw it through a window. Why? You know, like he had no lunch. So I was like, "You want an apple?" And he was like, "Yep." Bang, straight through the window. I think he got in trouble. I don't think it mattered that it was my apple. I didn't get in trouble for it. But yeah, I guess the lesson is don't give your apple away to people who you don't know what they're gonna do with it. Hamish Marathon says Gareth, yeah, we're gonna have a good few live streams over the next 24 hours. I'm gonna be home alone in about 8 hours' time. Was that kid George? It wasn't, surprisingly, but I feel like it's something that George definitely would do if he had the chance. Yeah, this was like primary school, and this kid can't teach them, can you? Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, but I told her right to address it. How can we learn? Says the snooze. Very true. Yeah. Yes, thank you all very much for tuning in. Hope you did enjoy the stream. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow for some more rugby. We'll be starting at about 7 p.m. We'll be ending at about 6 a.m. So about an 11-hour day tomorrow for streaming. I figured it all out, Hamish, says Gareth. You figured it all out. Okay. And twist, we find out that kid is Kurt and all these donations are to make up for it. Oh, you think he's paying the school back for the window and just me back for the trauma that it caused. Like Tony, can't tech them or can't teach them, says Michael there. Yeah, although he means well. Old Tony, doesn't he? Hopefully Lydia enjoys her birthday. That's some warm water. Yeah. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And I guess we will find out what Gareth has figured out, probably on Discord, to be fair, where they are very active. I will see you all for the next one.